turn to when you want a front row seat. Who plays the home team? Channel 43. We play the Tribe on 43.
A 162-step journey is about over, but a new adventure is just around the corner as the Indians wrap up the regular season this afternoon here at the Metrodome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Inside the Tribe. Along with Mike Egan, I'm Jack Corrigan. The Indians clinched home field for the divisional series with the Red Sox last night and now can try and win number 90 today and prep for Tuesday.
Yeah, number 90 is important but not critical. I think what is critical is to make sure that everybody is healthy come Tuesday. And in that regard, Mike Hargrove trying to get some guys into the batting order, not necessarily in their position, and rest other guys. For instance, Manny Ramirez, but Travis Fryman is in there as the DH today. We'll take a look at the Indians' home series clincher last night and the victory against the Twins. We'll catch you up to date on other baseball action, as well as get an assessment of the regular season and look to the postseason with Tribe skipper Mike Hargrove. But first, let's get you into last night's victory over the Twins. And as always, Tribe highlights are brought to you by Chevy. Visit your Chevy dealers on the World Wide Web at ChevyNetwork.com. It turned out to be a night in which the offense returned as David Justice with Joey Cora on in the first inning hits an upper deck shot against Bob Tewksbury, number 21 on the year for DJ, and the Indians had a 2-0 lead. But the Twins get a run back with 2 outs in the bottom of the first as Paul Molitor brings home Matt Lawton against Charles Nagy. In the second inning, the Indians would add another run as the shot by Joey Cora goes off Tewksbury with the bases loaded. It scores a run, and it's 3-1 Indians. And then David Justice follows with a base hit to right field. 2 more score, 5-1 Tribe. Well, it was also a night in which the command eluded Charles Nagy. Gave up this home run, a leadoff job in the second inning to Todd Walker, his 12th of the year. Then Denny Hocking, who is hitting under 200 for the season, hit one over Manny Ramirez's head. That's still in the second inning. Otis Nixon will score, and it is a 5-3 Indian lead. Walker again with a double. Again, just out of the reach of Manny Ramirez. That coming in the third inning. It will score Paul Molitor. Makes it a 5-4 ball game, and that was it for Charles Nagy. But Chris Latham will greet Dave Burba. The first hit of Burba faced, his first home run in the Major League career, made it a 5-5 ball game. Indians regain the lead in the 6th inning. Here, Sandy Alomar with a shot that Otis Nixon can't cut off. Sandy motors his way all the way to third, and the Indians have the go-ahead run 90 feet from home. Omar Vizquel, after failing to sacrifice, comes through with this double down the left field line. Sandy scores, and the Indians are up 6-5. Omar also does it with the glove. How many times have we seen plays like this from the Indians' Gold Glove shortstop? Turns the double play with some nifty. In the 8th inning, the Tribe would put it away. David Justice, with the bases loaded, hits a fly ball to deep center field. That easily scores Omar to make it a 7-5 Tribe advantage. And then Manny Ramirez doubles down the right field line to score 2 more. Manny now with 145 RBIs as he ties Al Rosen for the 2nd highest total in Tribe history. The Indians win it by a final count of 9-5 as the home field advantage is clinched as they'll face the Red Sox at home on Tuesday. You see Dave Burba becomes the Indians' 2nd 15-game winner. In other American League action yesterday, a milestone at Fenway Park. The Red Sox lose to Baltimore 5-2, but Dennis Eckersley makes an appearance, number 1,071 in his career, breaking the Major League mark of Hoyt Wilhelm. Back-to-back homers from Bell and Thomas and the Chicago win. David Cone wins his 20th, 10 years after the last time he won 20 games. That's a new record. Ricky Henderson, the hero on Ricky Henderson Day in the win over Anaheim. Roger Clemens has his win streak stopped but doesn't lose as Toronto wins it in 13 innings. And Texas falls 5-2 to Seattle. Not only did he play all 3 outfield spots, Junior also played first base in yesterday's game. Let's catch you up to date on
The leaders of the American League brought to you by National City. Follow your own lead. Gonzalez and Clemens will win MVP and Cy Young. All Junior's done is hit more than 55 homers for the second year in a row.
Lots of playoff implications still to be decided in the National League. The wild card not determined, and the Mets having their problems scoring runs and going against the Braves, you would think that they would continue, and they did. Al Leiter right here gets Javi Lopez to pop up in a bases loaded situation, and then Leiter again as Bobby Valentine looks on will get Andrew Jones to chase. But the Mets have been 0 for 21 lately with runners in scoring position. Their big gun, Mike Piazza, at the plate, and he hits the ball well but flies out. That ends a New York Met threat, and the game still remains scoreless, but Andrew Jones, a double here, will score a pair. That makes it 3-0 Atlanta. And then Kevin Millwood catches the comebacker, and the Braves shut out the Mets and dash their hopes 4-0. The Mets still alive, but barely. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Giants red hot. Charlie Hayes right here to right center in Colorado, his 12th home run of the year, and that made it a 5-1 Giant lead at the time. Larry Walker, who's had another good year for Colorado, goes to the opposite field off Oral Hershiser. Oral, by the way, has made 34 starts this year, 7-4 for the Giants, and then Stan Javier will add the 8th run for San Francisco. And another Indian, Jose Mesa, who has played a big part here for the Giants, will get the final out, and the Giants win it by a score of 8-4. In Houston, Gary Gaetti, who's done a real big job for the Cubs since coming over from St. Louis, drives home a pair with a double here to give the Cubs a 2-1 lead in the ballgame, make that 3-1 for Dave Clark. Rod Beck came on to save the ballgame, 3-1, but gives up the home run to Jeff Bagwell to make it a 3-2 ballgame. Another former Indian, Dave Clark, a pinch hitter. Watch this play right here. Very controversial. Beck off the mound, tries to tag Clark, throws and hits Clark on the way to first base. But Eric Gregg, the home plate umpire, will make the call that Clark went out of the baseline and rules the ball game is over. The Cubs win. There's another look, and it was, I'll tell you, a very, very close play. Eric Gregg going to take a lot of heat for that one. Well, Big Mac Drive, they might just name Mac governor of St. Louis of Missouri, as he did it again right here, number 67. And not only did he do it one time, McGuire, watch this pitch that he hits out of the ballpark. Don't know how he did it, but he did. For number 68, unfortunately for the Cardinals, they lose by a score of 7-6, but obviously the big story in St. Louis and in all of baseball is Mark McGuire with 68 home runs. Take a look at the National League scoreboard from yesterday. Arizona beats San Diego 3-2. It was Cincinnati 6-2 over Pittsburgh. A doubleheader, the Marlins and Philadelphia, and the Marlins sweep the doubleheader 4-3 and 1-0. And Milwaukee beats the Dodgers by a score of 6-1. Right down to the wire in the National League wild card. The Cubs and the Giants are tied. New York one game behind, and who knows what's going to happen come this afternoon.
Going to be very interesting next 24 hours, maybe 36 in baseball, to sort all that out. We'll take a break here on Inside the Tribe. When we come back, we'll have a season recap and a postseason preview with Tribe manager Mike Hargrove.
Italian for good day. Hey, if you want to learn Italian, Perkins will make it easy. We've got the new focaccia sandwiches made with zesty, fresh-baked Italian herb bread. There's chicken parmesan, Italian roast beef, chicken Caesar grill, and Sicilian grill, all with our new garlic oregano fries. Perkins' new focaccia sandwiches. It's Italian with a whole new accent. There's always something new cooking at Perkins.
Howie, Mommy loves you and I can't wait to come home. Okay, honey. Bye-bye now.
Introducing AT&T Digital One Rate. 50 states, one rate. Never a roaming or long-distance charge. So every call is like a local call.
White residents, Barry speaking.
Talk to me, baby.
Hello?
Hello.
And the rate is so low, it can make your wireless phone your only phone.
In Minneapolis, final day of the season here in Minneapolis. It's 6 straight losing seasons for the Twins, but for the Indians, their 4th straight divisional title. They've been in first place just about every day over the last 4 years. Doesn't make the job any easier. We'll get a review of this season and look ahead to the matchup with the Red Sox with Tribe manager Mike Hargrove and our Mike Keegan.
All right, Jack, thank you very much. And the final game of the regular season here between the Indians and the Minnesota Twins, and an opportunity this afternoon to talk to Indians manager Mike Hargrove. Michael, it wasn't until last night that you knew where you were going, whether it was back home or New York. Is it a little easier feeling today?
Well, my wife's been telling me all week where she wants me to go. So, yeah, it's a little easier. I mean, it's something that we've wanted to do. I mean, we wanted home field advantage. It just hadn't been working for us. It's not that we haven't been playing hard. I've had to weigh the positive of getting people healthy against the positive of winning home field advantage, and trying to juggle both and trying to get both done. It took longer than we wanted to, and the thing of it is that we do have the majority of our people healthy. Kenny Lofton, his leg's bothering him again today. We'll give him today off and let him go. Manny Ramirez has a day off today. He just is completely pooped. He came to me and he said, Grover, he said, I really need the day off. I said, that's fine. That's good. You know, you've had time to get ready for postseason. So it's something we want to get done, and it's a big relief to get it done because we want to play in Cleveland.
It sounded like it was a decision that Johnny Oates had to make too, because they went right down to the wire with Anaheim, clinched it, and then he decided not to go to his frontliners. He said, I'd rather rest them, get in the playoffs, and then take your chances.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, if you rob Peter to pay Paul and it doesn't work, then what good? You spend all year long, and I don't mean from the middle of February on. John Hart and Dan O'Dowd, myself and Mark Shapiro, it all starts 1st of November. As far as gearing up and getting this team ready to get to where we're at today. So a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of sweat, blood, and tears, the whole 9 yards, has gone into getting to postseason. And you want to be ready to play a postseason, and you want to be ready to go to the World Series. You want to be ready to win the World Series. And to do that, you've got to be as much mentally refreshed as you do physically refreshed, and that takes time off.
You're talking about Kenny Lofton sitting him out today. Sandy Alomar back in the lineup, and he looked like he swung the bat last night pretty well. Travis Fryman, you got him as the DH. What's Travis's status?
Well, Travis's back is a lot better. I just don't want a chance. The turf is the worst thing in the world for somebody with a bad back or bad knees. It's the absolute worst, and I don't want him to spend any more time out on that turf than absolutely necessary. I think it's important for him to get at bats. He's taking ground balls today, so he'll get his ground balls and get his movement in that regard. Talk to Paul Spacuzza, our head trainer, and Travis both. And really decided the best thing, get him the at-bats, keep him off the turf as much as possible, and go from there. I'll probably do the same thing with Sandy today. Sandy, I'll probably give him 2, maybe 3 at-bats, let him catch a little bit and get him off the turf because of that knee of his. I don't want him to all of a sudden come to me tomorrow morning because we will work out tomorrow at 1 o'clock back in Cleveland. I don't want him to come to me at 11 o'clock in the morning when we're going to have our team meeting and say, Grover, my knee really blew up, overnight, and I may be questionable for Tuesday. That's not good.
The other good news is that you get an inning out of Steve Reed, and Mike Jackson looked strong last night in his inning. Do you feel that the bullpen is going to be ready?
Yeah, I think it is, Mike. That was a concern going in. Steve Reed we're going to try to get him in a ball game today and to get him to throw it, hopefully more than one hitter. But he came in a tough spot the other day and faced Paul Molitor, the best hitter on that ball club and probably one of the better hitters to ever play the game, and handled him pretty well, which was really good to see. He threw strikes, he stayed down in strike zone and did his job. Mike Jackson said yesterday after the game that that's the best he's felt in a month. So that's good to hear. You know, his elbow felt great, his back felt great, and so, you know, we were able to accomplish that and getting him rested and ready. Our bullpen should be ready, and the thing about postseason is that you have to play every game like it's the last game you're going to play. I mean, you have to approach it that way and make every count, every pitch count, every out count, every hit count. And to that effect, your bullpen is usually going to get a whole lot of work, and so these guys have to be ready.
And it probably didn't go according to script, but you did get Charles Nagy 3 innings. You got Dave Burba 3 innings last night. Now you'll get Bartolo some innings here today.
Well, the plan was hopefully we had our home field advantage wrapped up, and we were going to start Bartolo yesterday and throw him a little bit, and then throw Charlie 1 or 2 innings and start Charlie in Game 3. The way things broke down, where we needed to get home field advantage, we had to, went with Doc Gooden longer than we wanted to, but that was okay. And then yesterday we started Charlie. Charlie wasn't Charlie's usual good self. He had one of those. Every year, if you have 35 starts, a pitcher's going to have 5 starts where he's absolutely terrible. I hope that was the 5th of Charlie's start. That's the number 5 of those starts.
One more quick question. What about the season series with the Red Sox, and as you look towards the playoffs and the matchup with Boston?
Well, I think we match up pretty well with Boston, even though they have won the season series from us. Again, and I'm not offering excuse. We caught them early in the season when everything they did turned out good. We took the lead. Took a lead into the 9th inning. All the games that we played in Boston, ended up only winning 1 of them. So I feel good about our chances. I think that there are 3 guys in their lineup: John Valentin, Mo Vaughn, and Garcia Parra, that you've got to be careful and not let them beat you. But they've also got other people in their lineup like O'Leary and Bragg, people like that if you relax, now they can come up and bite you too. So they're a good ball club. They have played a good season and won a tough wild card race, and they're going to be tough to beat, but I think we can do that.
All right, good luck starting Tuesday.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, that's manager Mike Hargrove. We'll be back with more Inside the Tribe after this.
With every change in life comes a wealth of opportunities. But to seize those opportunities, you sometimes need a partner, like National City. Tell us where you want to go. Share with us the goals you want to achieve. Then let National City provide you with the home equity loans, car loans, and investment opportunities to make them happen. National City. Follow your own lead.
Why do people see Siemens first?
I can walk through more than 100 room settings where everything's already coordinated.
Siemens has one of the largest selections of quality furniture at low everyday prices.
And with Siemens Peace of Mind Guarantee, I know the furniture I just purchased is guaranteed to last.
Quality and value. That's why you should see Siemens first. Plus, right now there are savings throughout the showroom and no payments for 1 full year.
Chevrolet would like to bring you this special announcement.
New Chevy cars and trucks are heading
right now, your local Chevy dealer is offering great deals.
During the Chevy model year clearance, check out the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. Chevy trucks. Get $750 back on CK half-tons. Choose 0.9 APR financing or $1,500 back on Venture. 0.9 or $2,000 back on S10. And 0.9 or $2,500 back on Blazer. Hurry, great deals on 98 models are going fast.
These deals end September 30th at your Chevy Network dealer.
The answer to today's Tribe Trivia question, the last team to do what the Indians did, the Baltimore Orioles of a year ago. Let's hope the Indians fare a little better than the Orioles did last year. Indians' first team since the A's back in the 70s to win a division 4 straight times. Mike Hargrove talked, Mike, about the season series with the Red Sox, and if you look at it on paper statistically, it doesn't look good, but there were a lot of factors that went into the 3-8.
Well, they caught the Red Sox very early in the year when the Red Sox were the hottest team in baseball. That's number 1. And number 2, they ran into Pedro Martinez a couple of times as well. That's number 2. But that's going to happen again in the playoffs because Martinez is going to pitch Game 1, and he's got a chance, if it goes to 5 games, to come back and pitch Game 5. He can be as dominating as any pitcher in baseball. He's got a tremendous combination, fastball, changeup. And if he's got them both going, he can be very, very tough.
The schedule breaks out this way for the divisional series between the Indians and the Red Sox. Games Tuesday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock at Jacobs Field, Friday at 4 o'clock from Fenway, and then if necessary the games Saturday at Boston and Sunday in Cleveland. These games, the first three anyway, we know will be on Channel 43. It'll be the ESPN coverage, but at least the Tribe will be on the home of the Tribe for the first round of the playoffs. We've gotten lots of great questions from you this year on Inside the Tribe asking about various aspects. One of the best questions we got was how David Justice is able to check his swing like nobody else can. So we asked DJ how he does it. This is what he had to say.
Yeah, I don't know how I started doing it, but if a pitch is away from me, and I'll make a commitment at it. But then when I recognize it's a ball, I just hold up. Sometimes I actually let the bat go so that the head of the bat doesn't go past the plane that in order for it to be a strike. And I know if my momentum's going that way, all I got to do is keep walking toward third base, and I won't go around. And I've been doing it like that for a long time.
Well, and then the next thing that I've noticed you do is you beg. You look at the third base umpire and beg.
You're right. I look at him like, now you know this is I didn't swing. So come on, let me see the safe sign down there. And they do it, and I just take that full circle around the umpire and the catcher and go back to my batter's box.
Well, he doesn't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it. I'll tell you one thing. You've got to be strong to do it. You've got to have those hands and wrists that you can start that bat, get it going towards the hitting area, and just be able to stop like that. And you've got to be super strong to do that.
And David looks like he's warming up as we get set for the postseason. That's good news for the Tribe as well. We'll step away, and when we return here on Inside the Tribe, we'll get the pitching matchup set up for this final game of the regular season. Stay with us.
You guys want to know the best thing about Jacobs Field and the Cleveland Indians? Come on, the players. Omar Vizquel, Kenny Lofton, what more could you want?
Rally with the Tribe as they step up to the plate for the last time in the regular season. First pitch is against the Twins at 2 on Channel 43. We got your fun.
Baseball is an American tradition, and we're going to keep coming and watching them play.
On a special Moesha.
Any child living under my roof is going to live by my rules.
Will Mo make a decision she might regret?
Tonight at 8 on Channel 43.
WUAB Channel 43 wants to give you a luxury suite for 6 at Ringling Brothers in Barnum and Bailey. Just mail an entry with your name and address to P.O. Box 15168, Cleveland 44115 for a chance to win. See the greatest show on earth coming to the Gun Arena October 23rd through November 1st.
It's been totally re-engineered and redesigned with more safety features, more performance, more luxury, and more power than ever before. Introducing the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee. The most capable sport utility ever. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
For the folks here in Minneapolis, and really for all of baseball, this might be the last appearance as a player out on the field for Paul Molitor, as he will play the final game of the regular season. And Mike, we talked about it last night, one of the greats in this game.
You know, there are trite sayings. I think consummate professional is one of them, but if you think about it, that's what Paul Molitor has been during his entire career. A spokesman for any ball club that he's played for, the Brewers, the Blue Jays, right here, great community involvement. So those are the deeds off the field, but what he's accomplished on the field has been just unbelievable, especially, Jack, with the injuries that he's had in his career. I don't think anybody, including Paul, would have thought that he would play to age 41, and he's non-committal. He hasn't said yes or no yet as to whether he will come back, but I don't think it will be with the Minnesota Twins.
And we probably down the road are going to see him in a front office or perhaps even as a manager. As far as the pitching matchup goes here this afternoon, Bartolo Colon will at least work the front part of the ball game against the rookie Eric Milton. Yeah, Bartolo Colon getting some work in. As Mike Hargrove said, he will probably be number 4 when we get to Boston. And young Eric Milton, they have compared him a little bit to a young Andy Pettit, if you will. But that's the matchup, and we're going to see some more of the Indian staff, I'm sure, as well. Let's get you set for the rest of the action in baseball, especially the pitchers going in those wild card games in the National League.
Our schools need your help. That's why Channel 43 and the Cleveland Indians have teamed up to support the School Coupons program.
Money raised through the program helps greater Cleveland schools buy computers, playground equipment, library books, sport equipment, and much more.
Watch for local students selling school coupons or call your local school and buy a book to support our kids.
Please join me, along with the Cleveland Indians and Channel 43, in supporting our school. We need you in our team.
Additional program incentives provided by Continental Airlines, Blimpie Subs and Salads, Taco Bell, Papa John's Pizza, and Putt Putt.
Integrity is the foundation. Humanity is the stone. Compassion is the mortar. Strength is the steel. These are the values that built this company. These are the values behind the products we offer and the services we provide. For more than 150 years, these are the values that have made New York Life the company you keep.
We hope you'll join us tonight at 11 here on 43 for a playoff preview, Tribe 98 playoff preview, as Mike Egan and I get you ready for the postseason on Tuesday. Don't forget the game will be on 43 at 1 o'clock. We'll have an Inside the Tribe before the game and post-game activity as well. We hope you'll be there for us on Tuesday. The Tribe and the Twins coming up next. Final game of the regular season here on the home of the Tribe, Channel 43.
The skull bone's connected to the neck bone. The neck bone's connected to the backbone. Oh, backbone's connected to the crotch bone. Wrist bone's connected to the hand bone. The hand bone's connected to the Duquesne. That's how you slam it down. That's how you slam it down.
So you want extreme? I'll give you extreme.
This is the Midas Gold Muffler. It comes with a Midas lifetime warranty, and it's now just $49.95, $69.95 for select imports. Let's review. Midas Gold Muffler, lifetime warranty, $49.95. Hurry, the price of gold has never been lower.
Introducing the Midas battery. Now for just $49.99 with rebate. Batteries, brand new from Midas.
And now, cooking with Chef Jim.
Today, I'm going to show you how to debone a chicken breast, season it perfectly, cut it into strips, and cook it just right, all in less than 5 seconds. You ready? It's my Purdue shortcuts. I've already done all the work. All you have to do is add it to your favorite dish. This cooking business sure is hard.
Purdue Shortcuts Chicken. Look for all 5 in the fresh meat case.
Why do people see Siemens first?
I can walk through more than 100 room settings where everything's already coordinated.
Siemens has one of the largest selections of quality furniture at low everyday prices.
And with Siemens Peace of Mind Guarantee, I know the furniture I just purchased is guaranteed to last.
Quality and value. That's why you should see Siemens first. Plus, right now, there are savings throughout the showroom and no payments for 1 full year.
The following is a sports presentation of Channel 43, WUAB.
Who gets you jumping with a long home run? Who's got the excitement? 43 is the one. Who should you turn to when you want a front row seat? Who plays the home team? Channel 43. We play the Tribe on 43.
From the Metrodome, welcome to Cleveland Indians baseball. The final game of the regular season, the Tribe and the Twins on the home of the Tribe, the Channel 43 Cleveland Indians Baseball Network. Hi, everybody. Along with Mike Egan, I'm Jack Corrigan. The Indians with the final stop before the second season begins on Tuesday. And Mike, while it won't be all the regulars in there today, the Indians still have a chance to win 90 games.
Yeah, win 90 games, and that's a good plateau. I mean, 89, 90, but 90 sounds a lot better than 89, and I think it kind of designates that you've had a good year, a very good year. Mike Hargrove would like to win the 90, but I think he wants more to get guys ready for the playoffs. Kenny Lofton not playing today, doesn't want to take a chance on the turf. Travis Fryman is in the lineup, but he is the DH, so he's, you know, taking some precautions here today. If you win 90, fine. If not, get them ready for Tuesday.
And one of the interesting things, that would only be the third time for 90 wins. And how about the fact that since the end of the 94 season, the strike, the Indians have been in first place 91% of the time.
Yeah, that tells you that this is a pretty good ball club. I guess it also tells you that it's not a very good division. But you'll take the good ball club and take your chances in a division like this. The Indians really haven't been pressed for 3 or 4 years. But and I think that's one problem that they face. They know going to spring training that they're the class of the division, and nobody else has shown that they're doing anything to try to improve. So they'll just keep taking it while they can.
Yeah, let's remain the class. That's what the Indians want to do. Bartolo Colon will start this afternoon. We'll get the game underway when we come back.
Cleveland Indians baseball is brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. We're winning Ohio over. Sherwin-Williams, when only the best will do. Ask Sherwin-Williams. By Ameritech Cellular Services. Ameritech. In a world of technology, people make the difference. By McDonald's. Did somebody say McDonald's? Your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. By Continental Airlines. More airline for your money. By Pepsi. Generation Next. By AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts. By Metro Health Medical Center. Pass the word about Metro Health. And by Dodge. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you. Cleveland Indians baseball is coming up next on Channel 43.
What's she got in mind for me now? Ow! Whoa! Take it easy there. Yes, if a stain is going to come off this paint, keep scrubbing, lady. Keep scrubbing.
Only your Sherwin-Williams store has a truly washable flat latex. Sherwin-Williams Everclean.
Now that's smooth, baby. Yeah.
When only the best will do. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
Time is running out. Your chance to save thousands on Ford Explorer is ending because we're counting down the last days of the Ford factory authorized clearance. You've only got 5 days left for 0.9% financing on Explorer, America's best-selling sport utility. 0.9 financing, the best incentive ever on Explorer, saves you more than $4,600 over the standard rates. Plus, huge savings on every Explorer during this factory authorized clearance. But it's in its final days, and so is this deal. Hurry, there are only 5 days left to save. Get to your local Ford dealer today.
Discover everyone's home favorites. Bob Evans sausage and new home-style breads. So hearty and wholesome, with all the simple old-fashioned goodness loved in our lean, savory sausage. Now, our 50 years of quality can be enjoyed fresh from the oven in our new cinnamon biscuits and breads. With made-from-scratch flavor, it's a taste of home.
Bob Evans down on the farm.
With every change in life comes a wealth of opportunities. But to seize those opportunities, you sometimes need a partner, like National City. Tell us where you want to go. Share with us the goals you want to achieve. Then let National City provide you with the home equity loans, car loans, and investment opportunities to make them happen. National City. Follow your own lead.
Back at the Metrodome, the Twins have just taken the field. The Twins' wives are on the field along the third base side, and we will have the national anthem this afternoon sung by Ron Coomer, Twins third baseman Ron Coomer's wife, Cindy, as the other wives are looking on, and we are just about ready for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Boy, an outstanding job this afternoon by Cindy Coomer, the wife of the Twins' third baseman, Ron Coomer. She did a great job of the national anthem. We're just about set to go here. The final game of the regular season. Take a look at the Indians starting lineup, brought to you by Dodge. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you. For the Tribe, it will be Vizquel, Wilson, and Fryman, 1, 2, and 3. Travis Fryman, the DH, then Sexton, Witten, and Alex Ramirez. Alex playing in right field. Alomar, Manto, and Giles, 7, 8, and 9. The 10th man, Kathy Toth from Parma, Ohio. Congratulations to our 10th man today. On the mound for the Minnesota Twins, left-hander Eric Milton makes his 32nd start of the year, 7 and 14 with a 5.74 earned run average. Has given up 189 hits in 166 in the third innings pitched. That's what he did against the White Sox his last time out. He has allowed 25 home runs. The Twins at 69 and 92 for Tom Kelly, basically a young ball club. Have some veterans like Molitor and Nixon, but for the most part a young team. Take a look at the defense behind Milton this afternoon, brought to you by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut delivery today. Latham, Nixon, and Lawton in the outfield from left to right. Coomer, Hocking, Walker, Mankiewicz, and Jose Valentin. Do I make that Javier Valentin doing the catching? I believe that is Jose's brother. It is. There's Mike Hargrove. We talked to him on our pregame show. Grover in his 8th season. 624 wins for Michael. And the umpires for today's final regular season game. Ted Hendry will be behind home plate. Larry Young at first base. Drew Coble, the crew chief, out at second, and Dale Ford at third base. Indians will leave here after the ball game, head home to Cleveland tonight, have the day off tomorrow. The Indians will work out at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at Jacobs Field. And then the first game of the playoffs will be Tuesday at 1 o'clock against the Red Sox. And as we talked with Mike Hargrove, I think everybody, for a number of reasons, but happy not to have to leave here and go to New York. It would have just extended a long road trip, number one. But number two, back home, you get the home field advantage. And sooner or later, you're likely to have to play the Yankees anyway. I mean, take nothing away from Texas. And, hey, maybe Texas will do the job on the Yankees in 5. Who knows?
That would be all right. Nothing wrong with that. Omar Vizquel will lead it off for the Tribe and take strike 1 from Milton.
Indians have to take care of business no matter who it is. Red Sox, Yankees, Rangers.
1 ball and 1 strike. Milton 1-1 against the Indians this year. In the victory, he got great support. Twins scored 11 runs that game. Indians cuffed him around pretty good last start, and Omar will begin the ball game with a base hit. Omar Vizquel with his 4th hit in the series and a pretty good road trip going for O. Leadoff man aboard.
And Omar coming in at 289. At base, or 287. He gets a couple hits today. He might bump it up to that 290 mark.
Indians with a lineup loaded with right-handed hitters or switch hitters. The only true left-handed hitter in the lineup is Brian Giles. Enrique batting out of the 2 spot, playing second base this afternoon. 1 for 5 with a walk here in Minnesota. And it's in there for a strike.
And from what we've seen so far, Jack, much stronger from the right side than as a lefty. I mean, he hits the ball pretty well from both sides, but he really drives it right-handed.
As a right-handed hitter, Enrique hitting nearly 400 on the year. Way outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Indians with a chance to win 90 games, and hasn't been done too often in the history of this franchise. A little walking lead out to the edge of the sliding area forces Milton to step off to chase Omar back. That's not too bad. A few times he has batted right-handed against right-handed pitching, and it's 2-1. Travis Fryman trying to keep loose. As Travis said to me in the clubhouse, he says, the wisdom of Paul Spocuzza wins out. Tribe trainer saying, yes, he could play, but let's not put him out on the field. Fouled.
Especially, as Grover said, with the turf. That really can, the pounding can hurt the back as well. Travis needs to get some swings in.
He says the shots really have helped, you know, and he's doing the things he has to do in terms of his stretching and strengthening to help the back. Full count. Travis said the toughest thing is that you forget, he says, but when you hurt your back, you know what you got to work on? He says you got to work on your abdominal muscles. He says, and that's what's tough. See if Omar will go on the 3-2 pitch. He does, and Enrique skies it to center field. Maybe I should say domes it to center field. Otis Nixon has it for out number 1. Change your vernacular when you get indoors. One out for Travis Fryman. Travis, and the unfortunate thing about the back flaring up, boy, he started out so strong. He went 5 for 9 in the first 2 games with the Yankees in New York until the back spasms hit again. Getting another first pitch strike. He's done that to each hitter he has seen to this point. The time off prevented Travis from perhaps getting 100+ RBIs for the 2nd straight year, but still a fine season. One ball and 1 strike. No problem straightening up with the back on that inside pitch. He hit a home run in the first inning off of Milton in the game at Cleveland. Almost had Omar. Omar just able to get back. Milton didn't have his $1 million move to first.
Yeah, he started to get out into no man's land, did Omar Vizquel, but able to see that Milton kind of hesitated there.
Travis pops it up in foul ground. Minkiewicz will not quite have enough room as a fan. Boots it. But got it on the second try. Minkiewicz flipped it up into the stands, and he ends up with it anyhow. Wake Forest guys should be in a good mood. They upset Clemson yesterday. Richie Sexton will hit next for the Tribe. Two strikes on Fryman. One out, one on. Red Sox will start Pedro Martinez on Tuesday against Jarrett Wright, and I believe it would be Tim Wakefield going in game 2, the knuckleballer. And they would come back with Fred Saberhagen on Wednesday or on Friday in Fenway. Another full count. He got Wilson to fly out on 3-2. Let's see what happens with Travis. As strong as Martinez has been this year, Mike, it's been Tim Wakefield that has really shackled the Indians. Except for the one game in Fenway that the Indians won. Got him. Pretty good upstairs fastball by Milton. First strikeout and out number 2.
Well, upstairs, and it looked like it was tailing away as well. There you can see the catcher set up on the outside corner, and Travis tried to reach for it, couldn't get it.
Strikeout number 100 on the season for the rookie out of the University of Maryland. So after allowing the leadoff hit, Milton has gotten the next 2. Here's Richie Sexton. Richie playing at first base this afternoon. Off speed is in there for a strike. Looking for his first hit on this trip. Outfield deep, just about straight away. Nixon a little bit to the left of center. Again, an off-speed pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. He took something off again, and it's 1-2 on Richie.
Yeah, and had Richie out front. I think Richie right now just a little in between. Shouldn't say he's not as aggressive, but I think there's some doubt in his mind right now because he's been seeing a lot of breaking balls, change-ups, and then bang, here comes a fastball, and that swing and that stride just a little long.
Got him. Middle of 1 here at the Metrodome. No score.
Today's the day I find us a cell phone. I'm going in there, and I'm not coming out till I find us the best deal.
He knows Ameritech always has the best deals, so why waste valuable time?
Any luck?
No, but I'll crack this no matter how many Sundays it takes.
It's Ameritech's Talk Free deal. Get free local calling on nights and weekends for 18 months. From Ameritech.
This is Imagine TV.
Everything ready for the big sale? Grills?
By the tents.
Wetsuits?
With the goggles.
Beach balls?
Right under the darts.
Hot deals are popping at your Mercury dealer now on the popular Mercury Mountaineer. 0.9% APR for up to 48 months for a total finance savings of up to $4,700 on Mountaineer. And speaking of hot, check out Mercury Cougar for $99.
Just might work.
Till next time, imagine yourself in a Mercury.
Catch all the football action with Circuit City and DirecTV. When you buy a digital satellite system and subscribe to 98 NFL Sunday Ticket and DirecTV Total Choice Platinum programming, you'll get an exclusive Circuit City $100 mail-in rebate. You'll also score 4 free months of Total Choice Platinum and 3 free programming certificates, a $300 value. DirecTV delivers NFL Sunday Ticket, and for just $159, you'll enjoy up to 13 games every Sunday. Now at Circuit City.
Indians fail to score in the top of the first inning against Eric Milton. And the Twins come to bat against Bartolo Colon. Here's Tom Kelly's batting order. Otis Nixon, Denny Hocking, and Matt Lawton, 1, 2, and 3. Paul Molitor, the DH, maybe for the last time as a Twin. Then Todd Walker and Ron Coomer. Bunkevich, Valentin, and Latham, 7, 8, and 9. Today's starting pitchers brought to you by AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts. Bartolo making his 31st start of the year, 14 and 8, a 3.66 earned run average. He has 2 shutouts and 6 complete games. Looked like he might have had the velocity back his last time out when he struck out 9. Defensively behind Bartolo this afternoon, again brought to you by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut delivery today. Giles, Witten, and Alex Ramirez from left to right. Manto, Vizquel, Wilson, and Sexton around the infield from third to first, and Sandy Alomar does the catching.
Otis Nixon will lead it off against Bartolo, who will become the 3rd Indian pitcher with 200 innings of work this year if he gets through this first inning. A lot of speculation as to whether Mr. Nixon will be back here in Minnesota next year. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nixon, shortstop Pat Mears, catcher Terry Steinbach, and Paul Molitor, all guys who may not be here next year. A lot depending on payroll circumstances. Bob Tewksbury, another guy who's probably on the bubble, might be a trade possibility. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. Bartolo starts it off with a punch out. His 155th on the season.
Very sharp breaking ball, too, from Bartolo. You can see Nixon just buckle at the knees there. Thought that pitch was going to be inside, but it dropped over the inside corner of the plate. Nixon back on his heels.
What a difference a year makes, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Bartolo leading the team in strikeouts with the 155. Won't finish in the top 10. Current number 10 man Juan Guzman has 168, but no complaints from this guy for what number 40's done out on the mound. 2-0 on hockey.
Game 1 starter will be Jarrett Wright versus Pedro Martinez. White versus Martinez. Game 2 will be White Gooden versus Tim Wakefield.
2-0 to Hocking, and he blew it right by him. Making the announcement here in the press box about the starting rotation through the first 3 games of the playoffs. Any surprises there, partner?
No. You mentioned it, Wakefield. I didn't know whether they'd go with Saberhagen or Wakefield in game 2.
2-1 to Hocking. Fouled off the mask of Ted Hendry. 2-2. What do you do when you have the day off? You
roll up your sleeves. Actually, it's funny. Grover saying before the ball game that Manny came in, he said, "Skipper, I'm tired." You know, when Mike started to give some regulars some rest, Manny was in the middle of that streak and didn't want any time off, and you can't blame him for that. But today's a good day to take off.
Hocking able to foul off the pitch away. Count stays at 2-2.
Manny has played 150 ball games this year.
And as we mentioned in the Inside the Tribe show, 145 RBIs, second best all time on the club, as Ryan Giles puts away the lazy fly ball in left field. for number 2 in the out department. Looks like he's got a new tattoo. That might be why they...
What does that say?
I can't... Days of Grace, I think.
Or Cruise.
Well, we flunked tattoo reading, partner.
You think that's a real one?
That I don't know either.
That might be just one of those paste-on jobbers.
Lawton able to hold up, and it's 2-0 on the Twins right fielder. Good series and a good year for Lawton. Not a good swing there, 2-1. Well, just through the first 13 pitches, you can see very good velocity from Mr. Colon.
But Lawton, a good fastball hitter. You got to make good pitches on this guy. Don't leave one over the middle of the plate.
Bounced by Wilson and into right center field. Alex Ramirez up with it. Lawton will hold with a single. First hit of the ball game for the Twins, and just more good work from the Twins right field.
And look where that pitch is, right down the middle of the plate. It's hard, a good fastball, but Lawton, good fastball hitter. And a big hand here coming up for Paul Molitor.
Everybody on their feet. Ball with an RBI hit last night. Looks at ball 1. 8th best all time in terms of hits. All time, but here in the 90s with lots of good hitters, Molly's number 1. Be an interesting year next year. You have 3 players with a chance to cross the 3,000 hit plateau. Tony Gwynn and Wade Boggs with less than 100, and coming into action today, Cal Ripken only 122 hits away from 3,000. Count is 1-2. Gwynn and Boggs are in the 70 to 80 area, I think, of hits needed.
I wonder where Wade Boggs will get him. Don't know if he will be back with Tampa Bay or not.
I thought he signed a multi-year contract with Tampa Bay. They may use it for the PR value of the chase for 3,000. Of course, he was talking about doing it this year, and then went on the DL for the first time in his career and ended up with a tough season for him overall. Here there is no score with Lawton at first and 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Stole a base yesterday to set up the run scoring hit by Molitor. Bartolo's paying pretty close attention to him. Misses with the fastball, 2-2. Guys will put numbers on their hats, sometimes have little things underneath the bill of the cap. Bartolo's got a book under there.
I was going to say, at least a short story.
With him to left field for a base hit, add another one to the total. Another good fastball hitter. 2 on and 2 out.
Witten is a good fastball hitter. During his heyday, Molitor was a great fastball hitter. Very little movement in the swing, and he can just wait until the last split second to let it go. See Paul Molitor right there. All he does is really step with his front foot. Very little trigger action. Maybe a little turn with his shoulder, but boy, he waits a long time and can really throw the head of the bat out there after the baseball.
Number 33-18 in the hit department. And they're going to throw the baseball out of play for Paul.
Well, I said, don't do that. There might be more where that came from.
The old just in case, as Terry Crowley will be the guardian of that baseball in the Twins dugout. Here's Todd Walker. Quite a night last night for the young second baseman. Pair of doubles and a home run. Fouled straight back. 1 strike on Walker. Put it in perspective, Paul Molitor has averaged at least 10 hits a season against Indians pitching. That was hit number 251 in his career against the Tribe. Off the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. The folks ahead of Molitor on the all-time hit list are all in the Hall of Fame except Pete Rose. I think you cross 3,000, Mike. It's like the automatic ticket. And upstairs to Walker, 2-1.
Roberto Clemente right at 3,000 even. Behind Molitor, Al Kaline, Lou Brock, Rod Carew. Then you've got some guys who are eligible: Winfield, Yount, Brett, Eddie Murray.
Brett eligible next year. I think, is Yount eligible next year?
Both the same year, I do believe. Yep. Along with Nolan Ryan.
That'll be some class. Walker on the ground. Enrique Wilson on to Richie Sexson. We go on to the second. No score.
A lot of folks in Johnson City, Tennessee will tell you when you need a part for your car, go to AutoZone. The parts are top quality, the prices are low, and the people are helpful, like Gary Jennings. You see, when it comes to auto parts, folks will tell you Gary really knows his stuff. Oh, sure, they know there are other parts stores in town, but when it comes to getting the right part, the right price, and good advice from folks like Gary, there's just no place better than AutoZone.
The telephone's connected to the net phone. The net phone's connected to that phone. Oh, that phone's connected to the crotch bone. This phone's connected to the hand bone. The hand bone's connected to the Dukan. That's how you slam it down. That's how you slam it down.
So you want extreme? I'll give you extreme.
Time is running out. Your chance to save thousands on Ford Explorer is ending because we're counting down the last days of the Ford factory authorized clearance. You've only got 5 days left for 0.9% financing on Explorer, America's best-selling sport utility. 0.9 financing, the best incentive ever on Explorer, saves you more than $4,600 over the standard rates. Plus, huge savings on every Explorer during this factory authorized clearance. But it's in its final days, and so is this deal. Hurry, there are only 5 days left to save. Get to your local Ford dealer today.
Pizza Hut presents the return of the $4 pizza deal. Call or stop by Pizza Hut now, and your first medium pizza is
regular price,
and up to 4 more pizzas are each
$4.
So how about a pepperoni pan pizza, a meat lover's pizza, and a thin supreme pizza?
Regular price, $4, $4.
The $4 pizza deal, back for a limited time only at participating Pizza Hut restaurants. Your first pizza is regular price, then up to 4 more, just $4 each. Call or stop by your neighborhood Pizza Hut and ask for the $4 pizza deal.
Paul Molitor coming off the field, getting the baseball from Terry Crowley. Just in case.
Mark Witten swings at the first pitch and drops it into right center field for a base hit. Mark makes the wide turn, knowing the bad arm of Otis Nixon, and he turns it into a double. A two-base hit by Mark Whitten.
Yeah, you could really take some liberties out there with Otis Nixon. Not very strong and not very accurate either, and Mark Whitten knew it.
Now the Indians got the leadoff man on in the first inning, but couldn't move Omar Vizquel. They get an opportunity to have a guy in scoring position to lead off the second. Mark's 14th two-base hit, as you see, and the Indians hope to convert. Alex Ramirez looks at strike one. Alex got his first major league hit in the victory over the Yankees on Monday. Been to the plate 4 times overall. Driven to right field. Lawton on the run will haul it down. Whitten will tag and move to third. Got it out on the end of the bat just a little bit, but Alex is able to advance the base runner.
And take a look at Manny Ramirez. That is, in fact, a real tattoo. And it's just drying now. Days of grace. But maybe it might have been one of those things that you get, you know, at the 5 and 10 cent store. You just slap it on there, take a shower, and it washes off. Nope.
Sandy Alomar with a chance to put the Tribe on the board. Sandy with a walk and a triple last night. 2 for 8 in the 2 games he's played here in Minnesota, and looks at strike one. Man at third and 1 out. Twins have the infield in. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Had that very tough August. Starting to warm it up a little bit here. As you see Jeff Manto back with the club. He's playing third base today. He'll hit next. Sandy, base hit to right field. Mark Whitten scores. Sandy Alomar with his 44th run batted in to give the Tribe the 1-0 lead.
Laughing. Sandy was saying today that when he hit that triple, which was to the opposite field, looks like he's locked in now, has a pretty good stroke going up the middle into the opposite field. Worked on that a lot yesterday in extra batting practice. You wonder, Jack, sometimes you say, why, you know, next to the last day of the season, why are you taking extra batting practice? Sandy, I think, wants to get it ready for the playoffs. But he said when Otis Nixon, that ball got by him, he said, oh, no. I got to run to third base. 2 is enough.
Big looping breaking ball for ball 1 to Jeff Manto.
Especially on this carpet.
Well, Jeff had another terrific year at AAA. Started the year with the Indians, went to Detroit. Tigers released him. Indians re-signed him. Came back up for a little bit of time. And back down to Buffalo, helping the Bisons have that International League Championship season. 1-1 pitch. High, high, high down the left side. And Coomer stayed with it. And makes the play for out number 2. We saw that the other night. The prevailing air conditioning down on that left side blows the ball back into play. And credit Coomer for not giving up on it.
Yeah, he's right there. That ball just came back. You know, usually when you look up and look down in this stuff, you have a tough time picking that ball up again. But look down, went right to the spot, and there it was.
Mike, and watching the crowd again, too. I mean, they were right, and all of a sudden their heads shifted as that ball really worked back where he had a chance to make the play. 2 outs for Brian Giles. You know, they have the big blowers going all the time. It's part of the way you keep the roof up in this domed facility, the Teflon fabric roof. Outside part of the plate, 1-1 on Bryant. And they, of course, when they've had weather problems, occasionally have had that thing deflate on them. Time had too much snow, couldn't hold it. One Valentine able to smother that ball at his feet. 1-0 Tribe advantage on the RBI hit by Sandy Alomar. Only the third time that Brian has faced Eric Milton. 0 for 2 to this point. And it's 3-1 on Brian. Leadoff man Omar Vizquel would be next. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate, full count. To Brian is lined up the alley in right center field. Nixon is shaded that way, cuts it off. It'll be a single as Alomar moves to third. So Brian Giles against the lefty, able to come through and keep inning number 2 going.
Well, Cleveland Indian Charities is making a major league impact on the youth education and recreation programs in the Northeast Ohio area. Since 1989, Cleveland Indians Charities has generated nearly $2 million to help worthwhile causes. Call 216-420-4400 for more information.
Omar flared a base hit over the head of Walker, the second baseman, his first time up. Off speed, and it's in there for a strike. Omar, much higher batting average from the left side this season. One ball and one strike. Look at Giles. Omar pops it up. Mankiewicz coming over. Made the play right in front of the Indians dugout. Retires the side. 1-0 Indians in the second.
Did somebody say party? The playoffs are here, so come out and yell, scream, and party with the best baseball fans around. It's Channel 43's Field of Dreams at Nautica. We've got fans fun and a whole lot of baseball, plus prizes, giveaways, and the 43 Fun Squad. Tickets available through Ticketmaster or at the Power Play Game Room in the Powerhouse. Whether the game is home or away, the best seats are at Channel 43's Field of Dreams at Nautica. We've got your fun.
This is Imagine TV.
Where have you been? A customer wanted to try out the golf clubs on sale. So what'd you tell him?
Now at your Mercury dealer, get $3,950 in total savings on the stylish Sable. That's when you add up the finance savings of $3,200 with low 0.9 APR for up to 48 months on top of $750 cash back.
Keep the left arm straight. That's it.
Till next time, imagine yourself in a Mercury.
We both love nuggets.
And I'll always love that about you.
Because they're tender and juicy.
Thing is, you're sweet and sour, and I'm honey mustard.
So we're breaking up?
Sorry.
Don't look at me. I'm barbecue.
And speaking of Wendy's all-white meat, crispy chicken nuggets, if you had 99 cents, what would you buy? A gallon of gas? A new air freshener? How about Wendy's chicken nuggets? Bite for bite, the best bet in chicken.
That's the one I'd pick.
Lake Business Products.
Here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow. For 38 years, Lake has delivered the winning combination of top-level management, sales professionals, a large inventory of quality Canon products, supported with Lake's world-class service.
Unbeatable combination. Canon quality, Lake Business Service, Lake Business Products.
Indians with the 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Sandy Alomar with the RBI hit to put the Tribe up. At the Astrodome, Sammy Sosa didn't hit a homer, but he hit a two-run. He hit a single that scored a run, and the Cubs have an early lead on Houston as they try and stay alive in the wild card chase. Giants and Rockies play later on. Ron Coomer, whose wife did such a nice job with the national anthem, will lead it off here in inning number 2 for the Twins. Either she is the best in the choir at church or she's a professional.
Probably both.
2-0 on Coomer.
Yeah, she had some pipes, didn't she?
Yeah, she had the range, that's for sure. Very nicely done. Coomer to right field. It is snared by Alex Ramirez for out number 1.
Your good neighbors, State Farm agents for this afternoon's game, Savina Pavlik of Broadview Heights, Jerry Stapleton from Solon, and Ed Peacock of Medina, your State Farm agents, remind you, be a good neighbor and be a designated driver.
Here's Doug Minkiewicz, the first baseman, made that nice play to end the inning, catching the ball of Omar's. That's off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wide to left field, Brian Giles moving towards the line. He snow cones it for out number 2.
Yeah, plenty of time for Brian to get under this one. And it was there, and a little wraparound in the webbing. There it is. There's that ice cream cone down into the basket. Anytime you put it away in this ballpark, you feel like you've accomplished something.
2 outs, nobody on for Javier Valentin, younger brother of Jose Valentin, the shortstop of the Brewers, and you can see the facial resemblance. He slices it to left field, but Brian won't be able to get there in time as it bounces into the crowd. Cubs end up with 1 in that first inning at the Astrodome. The Cubs win and the Giants win would force a playoff game at Wrigley tomorrow. The Cubs and Giants lose and the Mets win. Then you've got a 3-way scenario. Pretty well hit by Valentin to center field. Back goes Mark Whitten to the wall. Stays with it. A Hoover clean sweep second on a nice play by Mark Whitten. 1-0 Tribe.
I like it when you scratch there.
Oh, how about there?
Oh, yeah.
And there?
Even better.
Oh, let me try here.
That's the ticket. I just love the way you scratch those Ohio Lottery instant tickets.
Really?
You'll love 24th Anniversary Millions. 12 chances to win up to $1 million instantly. Celebrate today.
Now it's my turn.
Good luck, Tiger.
With
every change in life comes a wealth of opportunities. But to seize those opportunities, you sometimes need a partner, like National City. Tell us where you want to go. Share with us the goals you want to achieve. Then let National City provide you with the home equity loans, car loans, and investment opportunities to make them happen. National City. Follow your own lead.
Time is running out. Your chance to save thousands on Ford Explorer is ending because we're counting down the last days of the Ford factory authorized clearance. You've only got 5 days left for 0.9% financing on Explorer, America's best-selling sport utility. 0.9 financing, the best incentive ever on Explorer, saves you more than $4,600 over the standard rates. Plus, huge savings on every Explorer during this factory authorized clearance. But it's in its final days, and so is this deal. Hurry, there are only 5 days left to save. Get to your local Ford dealer today.
One way to ensure good health is by getting the recommended daily allowance of vitamins and minerals that your body needs. For the finest vitamins, minerals, and nutritional supplements, look for the Sundown brand at your favorite Mark's store. We also carry Sundown's complete herbal line, which is pure and natural without any additives. Sundown gives you the largest selection of products to fit your whole family's nutritional needs. Compare Sundown to all others. There's no finer at any price.
Have fun for your money and save at Mark's.
Well, an Ohio Lottery instant game key play replay right here. This ball hit high and deep by Javier Valentin off Bartolo Colon, and Mark Whitten right to the wall, ran into it. That ball juggled around. Actually looked like it came out of the glove. He might have caught one of those poles there as he went into the baggie, but made a great catch.
Either that or he's trying to get his heart to slow down. Big looping breaking ball for a strike to Enrique Wilson to start the third inning for the Tribe with the 1-0 lead. And another one for strike 2. Roy Halladay has 2 outs in the 9th inning at Toronto as he works on a no-hitter. A Crespo error, otherwise he'd be working on a perfect game. And Bobby Higginson ends it with 2 outs in the 9th with a home run. So 8 2/3 of shutout for no hit for Halladay, and the shutout is gone as well. Well, if you're going to lose a no-hitter, you might as well let it be a shot. No doubter. 2-2 on Enrique.
He got to that point, probably didn't want to walk anybody. What was the final score?
2-1. He ended up with the one-hitter. And it's 3-2 on Enrique. Went 3-2 his first at bat and flied out to center field. Upstairs, a ball. So Enrique walks. We've talked about it. Not a big occurrence. That's only his 4th walk in more than 90 plate appearances.
Well, don't forget now, rally towels will be given away in the first game. That's Tuesday's game of the Division Series, courtesy of Giant Eagle. Great item to cheer on the Indians as they defend their American League championship. Will be given out at Game 1.
Travis Fryman, a strikeout victim, his first time up, hits it to left field. Latham will have room near the track and will make the catch for out number 1. Pretty good swing by Travis, but not quite enough. Out number 1. Richie Sexton, the hitter, he also fanned by Milton in the first inning. Milton's 2 strikeouts. His lone walk is the guy at first base, Enrique Wilson. He cuts and misses at a pitch down and away. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning at Turner Field. The Braves lead the Mets 5-1. Giants game will be getting underway in about 15 minutes. Strike 2. I think right there, Mike, the in-between, as you said, was perfectly demonstrated.
Although it was a perfect pitch by Milton right at the knees on the outside corner. Tough pitch to hit at anyway.
Valentine sets up away. Richie, did he hold up? Yes, he did, said Larry Young down at first base.
Side view. This is the view that Larry Young has, and Richie get it. Wow.
Might have caught a break on that one.
He may have, yep.
Inside corner, strike 3 call. Talk about a tough trip. Richie strikes out for the 7th time on this trip. Here's Mark Witt, and Mark, with a hustle double leading off last inning, scored the Indians' run on the Alomar base hit, and then made the fine catch to end the 2nd inning.
Jack, you know, you take the good with the bad, and you learn from both. I mean, you knew that Richie wasn't going to stay as hot as he did when he first came up, and you know that he's not going to be as cold as he is right now, but they're both things that you can take something away from this year.
Strike 2. And while the numbers, speaking of young players, the numbers haven't been great overall on the year with Eric Milton, there are certainly lots of times when you can see why this young man is so highly thought of.
And the kid that pitched the other night, Ben Sampson.
Right. Milton was the key man in the trade that sent Chuck Knobloch to the Yankees. You know, think of the progression that Bartolo Colon made from last year to this year. Here's Milton at 23 now, and his first year in the big leagues. I mean, this is only his 3rd year in professional baseball. He was drafted out of the University of Maryland in '96, and actually didn't play his 2nd year. He only played a year of minor league baseball. Wilson goes, but it's strike 3. 1-0 Tribe in the 3rd.
What's this stuff? Yuck! No. I'm out of here, Jack. Whoa! I got standards, you know. Nice try, big fella. Going up. Look out, I'm coming through. See ya!
If you want the best, come to your Sherwin-Williams store. It's the only place to get Sherwin-Williams paint.
Everyone into the pool. Oh,
When only the best will do, ask Sherwin-Williams.
I had a little disagreement with my friend Jim about Scotty.
16.
It's 17.
16.
He said 16, and he can prove it right now with 3-way calling from Ameritech. Right in the middle of our conversation, he goes click, dial, click, and I hear.
Scotty, would you mind telling me your shoe size? My shoe size? 16.
So I say, no fair. He says, sure it is. Everybody's got 3-way calling on their line already. No, it is unfair that you are friends with Mr. 8-time All-Star.
What's 6 then?
It's 8.
No, 6.
8.
6.
8.
3-way calling from Ameritech. Just click, dial, click.
Time is running out. Your chance to save thousands on Ford Explorer is ending because we're counting down the last days of the Ford factory authorized clearance. You've only got 5 days left for 0.9% financing on Explorer, America's best-selling sport utility. 0.9 financing, the best incentive ever on Explorer, saves you more than $4,600 over the standard rates. Plus, huge savings on every Explorer during this factory authorized clearance. But it's in its final days, and so is this deal. Hurry, there are only 5 days left to save. Get your local Ford dealer today.
Hi, I'm Rick Manning. I've worked so hard over the years of my baseball career that I decided to treat myself to a little present. I called my Northern Ohio Bryant dealer and got a new furnace and air conditioner. A Bryant air conditioner will keep you cool and comfortable all season long. It's a perfect match with a Bryant Plus 90i gas furnace. It's comfort and energy savings all year round from a company you can trust. And right now, no one gives you a better deal on comfort. Across Ohio, folks call their Bryant dealer to the rescue.
Third inning here at Minnesota. First pitch is taken into right field, or to center field, excuse me, for a base hit by Chris Latham. So Latham finishing what has been a tough first year in the big leagues with a good final weekend as we pause for station identification on the Channel 43 Cleveland Indians Baseball Network.
You're watching Cleveland Indians Baseball on WUAB Channel 43.
Along with Mike Egan, Jack Corrigan, glad you could join us for our final game of coverage here in the 98 season. We'll have a preview of the playoffs tonight for you at 11 o'clock after the Ford Sports Extra Tribe 98 playoff preview, and tell you about the postseason schedule in a moment as Latham dives back again. Channel 43 will be, I know you see the special tonight, and then we'll have two Inside the Tribe playoff shows before the games Tuesday and Wednesday at Jacobs Field. 12:30 starts. The games will be on 43. The first three games will be on 43. As much as Mike and I would love to be doing those games, the network contracts prohibit that. It'll be the ESPN game, but you'll be able to watch it here on the home of the Tribe, Channel 43. For the rest of the folks on the network, you'll have to pick it up off the cable. Nixon bailing again on that breaking ball, 1-1. Nixon, a strikeout victim, his first time up, the only strikeout for Bartolo so far. Again, they send Latham back with the dive to the bag. That game in Toronto between the Tigers and the Blue Jays took 1 hour and 45 minutes to play. As Holiday came within 1 out of a no-hitter, giving up the 2-out home run to Bob Higginson. Line to left center field, a base hit. First two men aboard here in the third for Minnesota. Otis Nixon continues his hitting streak.
And he likes that fastball up and out over the plate. That's where Bartolo gave it to him, right there. See what Tom Kelly does here with Denny Hocking, his #2 hitter, and Jeff Mano going to go in and talk to Bartolo Colon. Richie Sexton is playing just behind the runner at first base, and the Indians looking for the bunt. They will at least set up the defense that way right now.
Indians trying to win game 90, the Twins trying to win game 70. Hocking squares the bunt, puts it down the third baseline. Mantel's play is to first, and it's not in time. Didn't feel like it was going to go foul and tried to make the play, and Hocking beat the throw.
Well, and not only that, he was playing in, but really didn't charge all that quickly. Took it on the bare hand here. And a good call by the first base umpire, Larry Young.
Bases loaded and nobody out for the Twins.
Yeah. Interesting there, Jack. Bartolo Colon broke off the mound, and I don't know if at first Mano thought that Bartolo was fielding that ball. Not sure exactly what play they had on it. Looked like Jeff Mano kind of hesitated. Bartolo broke to the third base side but couldn't make the play because that ball was bunted so close to the line.
Bases full of speedy Twins with their best hitter, Matt Lawton, at the plate, and Paul Molitor on deck. Checks his swing and did not go too far. 1 ball and 1 strike. Drive with a 1-0 lead in serious jeopardy here in the 3rd. And this may clear them all. A 3-run double by Matt Lawton, and the Twins take the lead.
Well, we talked about Matt Lawton in his first trip to the plate, and we've seen it the last couple of years, Jack. There is not a fastball that this guy doesn't like. He is a good fastball hitter. And he got another one right belt high out over the plate.
Well, much like Charlie Nagy last night, Bartolo just cannot put the ball where he wants to. And the mistakes are on the plate. Lawton with his 36th double and now 77 runs batted in. And against the Indians this year, he has driven in 7 and collected 15 hits. And is hitting close to 370 in his career, albeit a short one so far, but that's more than 100 at bats that he's hitting more than 370 against the Indians. Paul Molitor had a base hit his first time up. Still nobody out here for the Twins as they lead 3-1. Molitor puts the bunt down, but too hard. Colon looks the runner back and just gets Molitor at first base. Ball trying to catch the Indians defense by surprise, but bunted it right back to the mound. Todd Walker grounded out his first time up. Breaking ball misses for ball 1. Outside 2-0. Fastball away.
Well, none of the Indian starters in this series seem to have had real good command.
Well, Jarrett pitched pretty well.
Yeah, not bad.
That was a 2-0 ball game. He made the one mistake.
2-2
on Walker.
Breaking ball that Bartolo may have gotten away with right there. Again, it came right back out over the plate. I think Walker thought it was going to break down further and maybe in a little further.
Looking to get a punch out here if he can. 2-2. Bartolo ready again. Sexton, what a stop. He'll hurry Colon in time for out number 2. Richie Sexton took away a double and got an out for Bartolo Colon as Lawton moved to third.
Bartolo Colon very slow getting over to first base. I think he thought it was going to be by, and really, if he didn't get a good jump, we can see right here what his reaction is going to be. See, he hesitated right there. You can't hesitate. As soon as that ball is hit on the ground to the right side as a pitcher, you got to get off the mound and get to the bag, because he just barely did beat Todd Walker there.
At Busch Stadium, Mark McGwire, a 2-run homer, number 69, as the Cardinals take the lead on Montreal. Breaking pitch, Boomer able to hold up. It's ball 1. '69 home runs. Here it's 3-1 Twins with Lawton at third and 2 outs. 4 straight hits to produce the 3 runs. The bases loaded double by Lawton cleared him. Colon trying to keep it just a 2-run deficit. Boomer fouls it away. It's 1-2. Now we've had a near no-hitter today. 2 outs into the 9th at Sky Dome. Mark McGwire with number 69 right here.
Hanging breaking ball. Where does this one land? Hadn't landed yet.
One-two to Coomer.
Tell you what, if he doesn't hit another one, that's the one to have right there. If you're a fan.
Meanwhile, at Houston, Sammy Sosa's on deck. Bounce towards Wilson, stays with it, and it's 3-1 Twins after 3.
I'm here, you're here, we're here. It's time to get back to the best part of the 60s. That's right, when McDonald's introduced the Big Mac. Buy a Big Mac or large or medium soft drink and get something groovy every time.
All the people and music and the bubbles.
Like a 49-cent Big Mac, 18-cent fries, or other 1968 prices on your next visit. Where can you get back with Big Mac? Did somebody say McDonald's?
It's all so...
What does it take to make high performance your passion?
Flexibility.
Flexible health insurance plans.
Strength.
A solid network of trusted doctors and hospitals.
Speed.
Customer service that meets your needs on the first call, saving you time and money.
And technical merit.
Professionals focused on keeping you well and efficiently processing your claims.
That's what it takes to turn in a peak performance time and time again.
And that's what you'll get with SuperMed from Medical Mutual of Ohio.
Honda recommends you rotate every 7,500 miles.
Look, can't you be more efficient? Just keep it simple, okay?
Relax, pal. You're making me nervous. You need Office Max, the office product superstore with guaranteed low prices on over 7,000 office products.
Folks, we'll be delayed till storms in the Chicago.
Don't sweat it, pal. You can save time and money at Office Max. Hey, are you gonna eat those? And don't forget about Copy Max. It's another way to save time and money for all your digital printing and copying needs. Office Max. We go to the max for you.
Matt Lawton's bases loaded double puts Minnesota ahead as we move into the 4th inning of this ball game. Eric Milton giving up a run in the second on an RBI hit by Sandy Alomar. Sandy will be the second hitter here in the fourth.
Alex Ramirez will lead it off. Ramirez, Alomar, then Jeff Manto. Alex flying to right field his first time up. That really set up the first Indian run. Witten had been at second base with nobody out, and Ramirez advanced him to third. First pitch from Milton, a breaking ball over for a strike. He has started a lot of guys off with that breaking ball today. He goes soft early and then hard late in the count. 0-1 on Alex. There's that breaking ball again, pounded foul, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Ramirez had a big year during the regular season, also came up big in the playoffs with Buffalo before being called up. Hit 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in 8 games for Buffalo to go along with the 34 home runs that he hit in the regular season. No balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out. Good high heat. That is number 5 for the youngster.
Piling up the strikeouts, Mr. Milton, as we update for you the Pepsi Big Slam total of Tribe extra base hits. Pepsi makes a donation to Cleveland Indians charities for each extra base hit. The double by Mark Witten adds 1 more to the total. That's at 560 on this final day of the regular season.
Sandy 1 for 1 with an RBI.
Milton's high for strikeouts, 7. He's done it 3 times this year. Last time was in late July.
Popped up short left field, and Coomer. Nope, that's Hawking will make the call away from Coomer, and there are 2 down.
Sure, and get your team stuff ready for the postseason. If you don't have your Indian stuff, well, that's the fantasy camp that I'm looking at. And I can tell you that there are going to be 2 weeks at the fantasy camp this year. Week 1, January 23rd to the 30th, is sold out, but the 16th to the 23rd is available. You saw the number to call on your screen, and you need team stuff to go to Florida as well.
2 down. Jeff Maddow, who popped to the third baseman first time up, takes a fastball up in the zone. Two down, top of the 4th inning, and the Twins lead it by a score of 3-1. Maddow was on his way home after the playoffs in Las Vegas and got the call to join the ball club. He, along with Russell Branyan, Jacob Cruz. Branyan played last night. Said to him, not the best guy to break in against a soft tosser like Tim Wakefield. Set up inside, and it backs him away, and there 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Braves beating the Mets 5-2, that game in the 7th inning. The Mets seeing their playoff hopes head down the tubes. They trail by 1.
Well, they have to win, and the other 2 have to lose.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Number 6 retires the side. In order, we go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 Minnesota.
Go get help, boy. Hurry.
There's a place where you've got a little more to smile about. A place where choices just became a little easier. There's a place that's fresh all over, where everything you want is right at your fingertips. That place is Giant Eagle. 53 new family-owned stores with just one goal, to make your life simple.
All hospitals can perform surgery on adults. Trouble is, children aren't adults, which is why one Cleveland hospital has become nationally renowned for specialized surgical knowledge and pediatric trauma care that helps kids get back to being kids. Now, you may think it's Cleveland's premier medical center, and you know what? You're right. University Hospitals of Cleveland.
Since Dodge Caravan's easy out roller seats have wheels that pop down, reconfiguring the interior is an exercise in convenience. Not an exercise in exercise. Why don't all the other guys make it this easy? Go configure. Caravan, the new Dodge.
Bartolo Colon to Doug Mankiewicz. He lifts the first pitch right at second base. He'll take it. Omar will. One out. Mankiewicz, Valentin, and Latham here, 7, 8, and 9 for the Twins in the fourth inning. Bartolo gave up a couple of hits in the first inning. Lawton and Molitor, but it was really Lawton who did the damage in the third with a bases loaded clearing double.
And the little guys, Latham, Nixon, and Hocking, had the hits ahead of him.
Runs the fastball away from Valentin, who gave one a ride in the second inning, and Mark Whitten all the way to the center field wall to haul it down. Changeup down low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike. Bartolo looking for his 15th win of the year, but trailing 3-1 right now. Dave Burba picked up number 15. He is tied with Charles Nagy. Good stop by Bartolo, and throws him out. Two down. It will bring up Chris Latham, the left fielder and the number 9 hitter. Good breaking ball over for a strike. Up high with a fastball. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 2 strikes. The 5 starters, Wright, Burba, Colon, Gooden, and Nagy, combined total of 64 wins and 42 losses.
The 6 folks we love to call friends have found themselves a home here on Channel 43 5 nights a week. You can see Friends every weeknight beginning at 7 right here on Channel 43, where we've got your fun.
Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes make that 64 and 44. So they have combined to take the ball club 20 games above 500. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just missed. Ran that fastball high and outside, and it's 3-2 on Chris Latham, who has come alive this weekend.
5 hits, a home run, his first major league home run. He's driven in a couple. He has scored a few.
Still hitting only 165. Strike 3 called. Got him right in under the hands, and that will do it for the Twins in the 4th. We go to the 5th. Twins leading 3-1.
The Tribe are headed for the playoffs, so it's time to party. Come celebrate the playoffs with Channel 43 and Gateway Sports Club at the Block Party Blowout. We've got tons of food, drink, and fun, plus huge video screens so you don't miss a minute of the action. So during the home games, come on down to the corner of 9th Street and Boulevard, right next to the Jake for a rip-roaring good time.
Tim Taylor presents Home Sweet Home. There's no place like home. Sweet Home Improvement.
Weeknights at 6 on Channel 43.
If you drive the car, you're definitely going to become a Hyundai believer. I feel really safe in my car because it has the dual airbags, side impact protection.
Right now, you could get the Hyundai Accent with AM/FM stereo cassette for as little as $7,434. But you better hurry down to your Hyundai dealer because these deals are going real quick. Hurry to your Northeast Ohio Hyundai dealer before these August real sale prices end.
Generations of Americans have depended on State Farm for their family insurance needs. And we'll be there to keep our promise of protection for your family.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In Seven Hills, see Bob Canda. In South Euclid, see Derek Warner. In Medina, see Jennifer Heitschuh.
Talk, talk, talk to Spitzer.
Now's the perfect time.
Talk, talk, talk to Spitzer.
Save on 99s.
Timing is everything, and there's no time like the present at Spitzer. The 99s are here, but the 98 prices remain. Spitzer's got thousands of new cars, trucks, and vans in stock for immediate savings, and they're priced to move now. It's an all-out sellout to reduce inventories. 99s and 98 prices, 98s for thousands less. Savings from start to finish through October 3rd at Spitzer.
Tom Kelly, the Twins skipper, and one of their trainers out talking to Doug Minkiewicz, the rookie first baseman. I don't know, something happened during warm-up between innings, but I guess he's okay and will stick around.
Brian Giles, Omar Vizquel, and Enrique Wilson to face the left-hander Eric Milton here in the top of the 5th inning. Giles single to center, his first time up.
Richard Hidalgo with a base hit to tie up the ball game at the Astrodome. The Cubs and Astros 1-1 after 3.
One strike count on Brian Giles, and this one popped up and could be playable into the second row down next to the Twin dugout.
Now that one looked like it was definitely playable and drifted into the seats as opposed to that one earlier that looked like it was going in and came back out for Ron Krumer down by the bullpen area. Braves have scored again. It's now 6-2 Atlanta over the Mets.
Three-one Twins here at the Metrodome, and an 0-2 count on Brian Giles. Lifted in the air, center field. Nixon gliding over. He's got it, and there's one out.
You can subscribe to Indians Extra by logging on to the Indians website. Indians Extra features extra video, extra audio, extra stats, and more. And if you're looking for an internet service provider, well, if you sign up with Ameritech.net, you can receive Indians Extra for free.
Omar 1 for 2, looks at a strike. Good fastball over the outside part of the plate. Milton has had pretty good control. He has struck out 6 and walked 1. Allowed 4 base hits. Omar has one of the 4 hits.
He's gone to 2 balls and 3 balls on several hitters, Mike, but he's been able to do that after starting off a sequence of strikes.
0-2 pitch is fouled off to the right. Backs him away, and it's 1-2. Well, the Twins do have some young arms. There's no question about that. With Milton and Sampson. Of course, Brad Radke. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's number 7, ties a season high. And there are 2 down here in the 5th inning.
Gets Omar to chase the high fastball here. Up around. The letters are above for O.
I would think the guy that is really kind of disconcerting for Tom Kelly is LaTroy Hawkins. Another year at 7-14. This is a guy they thought was going to be a real prospect, and he just has not found it. Pitch to Enrique, hit foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, they still have time, Mike, with Hawkins, but you're right. I mean, he's going to be 26 in December.
But he's had chances, and he's been here for a number of years. Whereas Sampson and Milton, this is their first year. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Outfield straight away for Enrique, batting from the right side, a switch hitter. Good heat, threw it right by him, up and in, and it's 2-2. Reach back and cut a little extra right there.
Yeah, this might be his best fastball. Again, getting an Indian to chase that 4-seamer.
Might have swung at a ball there, but it was close enough. Enrique had to offer. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. A 1 o'clock workout in Cleveland tomorrow. A 1 o'clock game against the Red Sox on Tuesday to open the playoff series. Hit on the ground to third, scooped up there by Coomer. And that will do it as the tag applied. Indians go down in order. He has retired 9 in a row, and we go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Minnesota.
Hey, this game summary is brought to you by Sherwin-Williams. When only the best will do, ask Sherwin-Williams. Sandy Alomar knocked in the Indians' run, but Tribe killer Matt Lawton with a bases-loaded double in the 3rd. And it was a sequence of 4 straight hits in that 3rd inning that got to Bartolo. Eric Milton has equaled his career high with 7 strikeouts through 5 innings.
Otis Nixon had one of those hits, and he shows butt, takes a breaking ball outside. Mano up even with the bag at 3rd, and Richie Sexton playing up close at 1st. Outfield shaded around toward left and fairly shallow. Flashes it to left field.
Slash is the accurate description of the swing of Otis Nixon.
He likes that ball out over the plate so he can get the head of the bat out there and just work it. See, he backs away from anything inside. That pitch was on the inside corner, and he jumped out of the way.
Yeah, he's bailing, and that pitch works right back in on the corner. They struck him out with a breaking ball in his first at bat.
One ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the 5th inning. Set up inside again, and he bailed away again.
Bartolo with 2 strikeouts, and they've been to the same guy. Make it 3 strikeouts now, but 2 of them to Nixon right in that same area. I mean, he's falling away like that pitch is going to peel the name off the front of the uniform.
Denny Hocking had an infield hit in the 3rd inning. Pitch runs the fastball upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, Hocking, Nixon, Latham, at least those guys will have the Indians pitchers' minds prepared for Lewis and Bragg and Mike Benjamin, all those guys who really did a lot to help the Red Sox along the way this year.
Yeah, and they're just as troublesome. There's a pretty good hitter right there. Good young prospect, Matt Lawton. Bartolo can't find the zone, and he walks Hocking with 1 out.
Let's go to the scoreboard, brought to you by your Northern Ohio Ford dealers. Winning Ohio over. Red Sox in their final game before they come to Cleveland, leading Baltimore at Fenway. Roy Halladay had a no-hitter until 2 outs in the 9th when Bobby Higginson hit a home run, but Toronto wins it. Yankees cruising towards another win as they have set a new American League record. White Sox trying to finish off the Royals in KC, trying to make it almost 3 full years without a loss against the Royals. Of course, the Royals have been horrible at home this year.
Good breaking ball over the outside corner. Royals 21 games below 500 at home. Good curveball. See you later.
When fastball in and then 2 breaking balls away, Matt taking his stuff. Thought it was 3 outs. Yeah, good backdoor breaking ball for strikeout number 4 as the crowd gets a chance to cheer for Paul Molitor again. Florida making it 3 in a row over the Phillies in game 1. Second game just getting underway. Mets' chances just about done as they trail. Brett Tomko got the victory over the Pirates, who really collapsed down the stretch. Mark McGwire hit number 69 for St. Louis. And Terry Mulholland has just doubled home 2 runs to help his own cause as the Cubs lead. The Giants are scoreless.
On the ground to 3rd. They'll go the short route to retire Hocking at 2nd. That does it for the Twins in the 5th inning, but they lead it 3-1.
How you doing, Sarge? Okay, folks, what'll it be? What would you like, sweetheart?
A Pepsi, please.
Sorry, we only have Coke. Now you've done it.
You're sorry? Not half as sorry as you're gonna be. I ordered a Pepsi, pal.
She's got a mind of her own.
What's with this guy?
Look, I just thought...
You thought? What you really thought was that I don't know the difference between Pepsi and a Coke, right?
Here's your Pepsi.
Thank you.
Kids say the darndest things.
What are you looking at?
I like this place.
They come from all over for the most agonizing test of endurance motorsports has to offer. The heavyweight championship of off-road racing. The legendary Baja 1000. Mile after mile of unforgiving terrain that can send even the toughest truck to an early grave, which means it can really be murder on a battery. That's why more drivers who tackle the Baja rely on the Duralast battery than any other. The same Duralast we stock at AutoZone. The Duralast battery. Power you can depend on.
Hello, welcome to Dodge Durango 101. Today, I'll be covering the 5.2 and 5.9 liter Magnum V8 vis-a-vis Durango's superiority in the class structure of domestic compact sport utility vehicle. You're not listening. You're just staring at the Durango, aren't you? Aren't you? Why do I even bother? I don't know, I'm just standing up here like a big doofus.
People gather from across the land, merry
Marietta, Rio Grande, Columbus, Asheville, Crestwood, Farm Festivals coming to the neighborhood.
Every year, people gather at the Bob Evans Farm Festival. Right now at your neighborhood Bob Evans restaurant, you can taste the festival in a selection of hearty autumn dishes.
This year's harvest tastes so good. Farm Festivals coming to your neighborhood. Bob Evans, we are family.
3-1, Tribe trails after 5. Some changes for the Twins. Brent Gates comes into the ball game. He is playing at third base and will hit in the number 7 spot. Doug Minkiewicz leaves the ball game, and Ron Coomer moves over to first.
Travis Fryman will lead it off here in the 6th inning for the Indians. He has struck out and flied out. Big breaking ball drops over for a strike. Outfield straight away for Travis. Has sat out, what, a week, I think, with the back problem. Tried to come back. Played one ball game, didn't he, in New York, and then went back
played
again.
2 games.
Two
well,
games.
Yeah, played the because he went 2 for, then he went 5 for 9.
That's right. He played the first 2 games in New York, then went back home and had the shots. The pitch to Travis outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Twins season total 1,165,980. 81 dates. 1,000,000.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That is number 8. That is he adds to the career high, does he, or is that a new career high?
That's a new career high.
Career high. Yep.
Number 8.
7 had been the high.
He's set down 10 in a row now. It's a good fastball away. He's got good late run on that 2-seam fastball away. Steve Reed up in the Indians bullpen. Probably will come on to pitch an inning.
He's gotten Richie Sexson twice and backs him away at that time.
This will be the 8th strikeout for Milton today.
2 times with fastballs to Sexson. Once swinging, once called. 1-0 coming to Richie. Wow, that pitch off, and it's 1-1. Pitch hit well to right center field. This ball is trouble. Nixon won't get it. It is up the wall and into the area where the auxiliary stands are. A ground rule double for Richie Sexson. Attaboy, Richie. Way to break out of it.
Richie, who had been on quite a skid on this week, goes out and made a good adjustment on that pitch away this time. Kept that front shoulder closed long enough to make good contact and bounce it over the barrier for the double for Richie, this 14th double of the year. It's amazing when you can keep that front side in place, isn't it?
Helps a lot of things. Here's Mark Whitten, 1 for 2. He doubled and scored in the 2nd inning when the Indians scored their only run. Big curveball hangs high. Did he go around? No, says first base umpire Larry Young, down low, 2-0. That was the 5th base hit for the Indians here this afternoon off Eric Milton. Mark Whitten, the tying run at the plate. Down low, ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes on Whitten, with Alex Ramirez waiting on deck. See if Mike Hargrove gives Mark Whitten the green light. 3 balls and no strikes. There it is. He had it and popped it up on the infield. First baseman Ron Coomer over there now makes the play, and there are 2 down. Had the pitch. but popped it up.
In a game of, oh boy, it's right there, and Mark just a little underneath it and skied it straight up. I was going to say, Mike, in a playoff game in that situation, much more likely that that 3-0 pitch is taken. Although, as you and I have pointed out during the year, Mike doesn't like to take the bat out of the hands of some guys in that pitch situation.
What's interesting, Jack, is some guys hit better 3-0 than others. Some guys don't like to hit 3-0.
Boy, they're booing in St. Louis. Mark McGuire was just walked his last time up.
Off-speed pitch at the knees for a called strike. Milton had retired 10 in a row before giving up the one-out double to Richie Sexton. That one in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. In the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Valentine, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
At Coors Field, Barry Bonds has doubled in a run. The Giants lead the Rockies 1-0 in the 3rd.
That one line to the shortstop. He's got it. Denny Hocking has it, and the Indians go down here in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-1 Minnesota.
How you doing, Sarge? Okay, folks, what'll it be? What would you like, sweetheart?
A Pepsi, please.
Sorry, we only have Coke. Now you've done it.
You're sorry? Not half as sorry as you're gonna be. I ordered a Pepsi, pal.
She's got a mind of her own.
What's with this guy?
Look, I just thought...
You thought? What you really thought was that I don't know the difference between Pepsi and a Coke, right?
Here's your Pepsi.
Thank you.
Kids say the darndest things.
What are you looking at?
I like this place.
Go get help, boy. Hurry.
I'm here, you're here, we're here.
It's time to get back to the best part of the 60s. That's right, when McDonald's introduced the Big Mac. Now, when you buy a Big Mac or large or medium soft drink, you get a coupon for something groovy on your next visit. Who knows, you might even get a coupon for a 49-cent Big Mac or 18-cent fries.
2 all-beef patty, special sauce.
Where can you get back with Big Mac? Did somebody say McDonald's?
It's also...
They waived your deductible.
Because my minivan was parked. I wasn't in it. I've got Ohio Casualty Group. If it had been totaled, heaven forbid, they would have bought me a new van, as long as it's under 6 months old and 7,500 miles. It's their new car policy.
What's that cost?
Nothing. It's standard in every policy.
We've had Ohio Casualty Group longer than we've had you two.
Michael, you work hard. Go with the company that understands that and helps you protect what's yours.
Picture time.
Can you give me that agent's number?
No.
Please?
Beg me.
Bottom of the 6th inning for the Indians. Pitching change. Steve Reed will come on to get some more work as he replaces Bartolo Colon. You see the numbers on Steve on the air. So Bartolo goes 5 innings. He gives up the 3 runs. The runs all coming in a sequence of 4 straight hits. In the 3rd inning, Bartolo threw 75 pitches, walked 1, and struck out 4.
Todd Walker looks at a ball running outside from Reed. Walker, Coomer, and Gates now. Scheduled here in the 6th inning for the Twins. Twins have 5 switch hitters in the lineup right now. 5 switch hitters playing today. Good curveball by Steve Reed. A ball and 2 strikes on Todd Walker.
Excellent location with that breaking ball inside to the lefty. Still got that big bruise on the inside of the right elbow.
Ran the fastball upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Steve was also giving himself some injections so his blood would not thin too much, but he's progressed so well that he's been able to stop that.
Trying to get him to chase on the outside corner, and Walker didn't do it. Full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Joe Carter's just hit a 2-run homer for the Giants. They lead the Rockies 3-0. With Joe finishing with a flourish for the Giants.
Ball 4, he walked him. So the first batter he faces, Steve Reed walks. Walker will go to first base, and it will bring up Ron Coomer.
So both the Giants and the Cubs are winning. 3-0 Giants, 3-1 Cubs in the top of the 5th at Houston. And the Mets are losing 7-2 in the bottom of the 8th.
And Joe Carter is not a guy that has just come in and is coming off the bench as a pinch hitter. He's playing every day and contributing. Coomer hits it on the ground to third. Mano to second for 1. Relay in time. Yeah. Good stretch by Richie Sexton. Get those big legs out there and stayed on the bag. A 5-4-3 double play.
It's a great advantage for the Indians' middle infielders, all the infielders, to have a big, lanky guy at first base. Enrique had to wait on the throw and then kind of threw that across his body, but look at the stretch by Richie, the long stretch of the legs and then the reach with the left arm to complete the double play.
Over for a strike to Brett Gates. Overall 251 with 3 home runs, 41 runs batted in for the switch hitter. This one hit in the air to left, right in the tracks. Now in a couple of steps, Brian Giles. Side retired here in the 6th. 6 complete, 3-1 Twins.
The funny thing about business is that you can't really go it alone. You set your own goals. You make your own plans. But along the way, you'll need a partner like National City. We have the loans, credit lines, investments, and advice to fuel your dreams and to take you where you always wanted to go. National City. Follow your own lead.
Pizza Hut presents the return of the $4 pizza deal. Call or stop by Pizza Hut now, and your first medium pizza is
regular price,
and up to 4 more pizzas are each
$4.
So how about a pepperoni pan pizza, a meat lover's pizza, and a thin supreme pizza?
Regular price, $4, $4.
The $4 pizza deal, back for a limited time only at participating Pizza Hut restaurants. Your first pizza is regular price, then up to 4 more, just $4 each. Call or stop by your neighborhood Pizza Hut and ask for the $4 pizza deal.
For 1998, the Lexus LS400 has been redesigned with sleeker lines, a more powerful 290 horsepower engine, and a standard vehicle skid control system that helps improve cornering in adverse conditions. which would appear to put the LS400 in a class by itself. Its value runs circles around the competition at your Cleveland area Lexus dealer.
The Tribe trailing as we go to the 7th inning. Eric Milton has done a nice job. We're going to get a pinch hitter for Sandy Alomar. Enar Diaz is going to bat.
Activity down in the Indian bullpen as well, so looks like Reed will get the inning. And is that Chad O.J.?
Yes.
And Eddie Guardado, the left-hander, and there is a right-hander up in the Twins bullpen as well.
Enar 1 for 3 in his action on the weekend with a run batted in. That's a first pitch strike. Eric Milton, like Brad Radke and Ben Sampson, trying to finish with a flourish. Good fastball, 0-2. Count at 0-2. Milton has thrown 96 pitches to this point with the career high 8 strikeouts. He walked Enrique Wilson, but no damage done on the walk. And Diaz able to foul it back.
Yeah, keeping that fastball away from Diaz.
Indians got their run in the 2nd on an RBI double by Sandy Alomar. Twins scored their 3 on a bases loaded double by Matt Lawton. 1-2. Let's pause for station identification on the Channel 43 Cleveland Indians Baseball Network.
You're watching the home of the Tribe, WUAB Channel 43.
And Enar gets hit on the 1-2 pitch, so the Indians painfully get the leadoff man aboard here in the 7th.
So much for keeping that fastball away, but they wanted to run back inside, and that ball off the plate. Enar just kind of froze in his tracks there as it kept bearing down on him.
Only the 2nd man that Milton has hit this year in more than 170 innings. That tells you he works away. So Jeff Manto comes to the plate representing the potential tying run. 0 for 2 for Jeff. Strikeout his last time up, and a base hit this time through the hole on the left side. 2 aboard and nobody out here in the Indians 7th. Tom Kelly taking the stroll to the mound on the 100th pitch of the afternoon. Mr. Milton giving up the base hit, his 6th allowed. And Eddie Guardado is going to come on. Tom Kelly's made the Ameritech call to the bullpen. The youngster pitched well. He'll turn it over to his pen. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Rick Manning. I've worked so hard over the years of my baseball career that I decided to treat myself to a little present. I called my Northern Ohio Bryant dealer and got a new furnace and air conditioner. A Bryant air conditioner will keep you cool and comfortable all season long. It's a perfect match with a Bryant Plus 90i gas furnace. It's comfort and energy savings all year round from a company you can trust. And right now, no one gives you a better deal on comfort. Across Ohio, folks call their Bryant dealer to the rescue.
voted the Subaru Forester #1 in its class. And with full-time all-wheel drive and 30% more horsepower than the Honda CR-V, the Forester isn't just easy to own, it's tough to beat.
Levy and Gruen, attorneys.
I'm Mike Gruen. Workers' comp examiners are nice people, but they don't represent you. Find out about all the money you could receive. Don't go it alone.
Levy and Gruen clients and gets the best possible results. Why choose Levy and Gruen? Because Levy and Gruen specializes in you.
Protect your claim. Talk with a lawyer who only represents injured workers. Call Levy and Gruen, 800-861-5555.
3-1 Twins, but the Indians with a threat going here. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. Good job by the youngster Eric Milton. Goes 6+, strikes out 8, walks 1, and gave up the 6 base hits. Allowed 1 run, but responsible for the 2 runners aboard right now. Eddie Guardado, who is among the league leaders in appearances, with 79 now, making his 79th today. He would be 4th in the league in appearances.
He has pitched pretty effectively against the Indians this year. He'll face a left-handed hitter, Brian Giles. 2 on and nobody out. Ryan drives it to right field, but it's hooking foul. At the distance, but got out in front just a little bit, broke his bat. Eddie Guardado with the little relaxation breath after that one.
Yeah, got away with one right there. Brian reached out, tried to hook it. It had a little too much of the plate, a little more than the Twins wanted.
Check on the runners. Giles can't get that one. It's 0-2. Going back. Diaz will tag at second and move to third. Out number 1 with men now on the corners. Omar Vizquel with a chance to get the Tribe closer. With the signals to the infield. You have to be aware of Omar's ability to bunt, of course.
Now Gates playing behind the bag at third, not real close.
Omar had a base hit in his first at bat. One of the 8 strikeouts registered as well by Eric Milton when Milton got Omar to chase a high fastball. Omar lined over the head of Gates and down into the corner. Latham cannot cut it off. So it'll be an RBI double for Omar as Jeff Manto goes to third. It's a 3-2 ball game. Omar delivers again with men in scoring position.
Boy, he has done it all year and did it again. Omar from the right side of the plate. They set up a way. That ball came right back over the middle. The only thing was Gates going to be able to get up and get it just out of the reach and down into that corner before Latham chases it down.
The Indians now have the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position for Enrique Wilson. 30 doubles on the year for Omar, second highest total in his big league career. Enrique 0 for 2 with a walk today.
And that's his 50th run batted in the year, too, Jack.
Fastball on the outside corner for a strike.
Nice round number for Omar, 50.
50 RBIs, 30 doubles.
He had 49 runs batted in last year.
Tying run at third with one out. Twins have the infield back. They'll concede that run. Hit backhanded by Gates. He'll come to the plate, and Manto is out by plenty. About the only place they were going to go to the plate was at third, and Brent Gates made a nice play and a good throw.
Yeah, ball hit hard by Enrique Wilson, but Manto got the good jump. He was going on contact, was going to slide, and then when he saw that Valentin had the ball early, tried to knock it down, but Valentin did a good job avoiding contact. There you see him right there. He got out of the way. He wasn't going to let Manto knock that ball out of his glove.
Twins will make another pitching change. It's 3-2 here in the 7th. We'll be right back.
Sears is a great place to get a great Maytag appliance on sale this week only. Come see a Maytag washer that really gets out stains. A dishwasher that virtually eliminates pre-washing. A range that bakes food evenly. Or a refrigerator that keeps food fresh. It's Maytag Week at Sears, where every Maytag is on sale. And enjoy free delivery on all Maytag appliances. There's a Maytag for you, and
there's a Sears near you.
Levy and Gruen, attorneys.
Hi, I'm Mike Gruen. A new law could affect your workers' compensation claim. If you were charged with an overpayment of temporary total because a doctor found you reached MMI, now you may be able to recover that money. Within days of the new law, Levy and Gruen filed dozens of motions to recover that money for our clients. Find out what we can do for you. Call Levy and Gruen now at 1-800-861-5555.
People gather from across the land, Marietta to Rio Grande, Columbus, Asheville, Crestwood, fun festivals coming to the neighborhood.
Every year, people gather at the Bob Evans Farm Festival. Right now at your neighborhood Bob Evans restaurant, you can taste the festival and a selection of hearty autumn dishes.
This year's harvest tastes so good, Farm Festival's coming to your neighborhood. Bob Evans, we are family.
Mike Trombley, a right-hander, to face Travis Fryman, who is the DH here today. Trombley making his 77th appearance, 6-5, with a 3.72 earned run average. Fastball, curveball, split finger.
2 on, 2 out. Travis line to left field his last time up. Breaking ball is in there on the inside corners as Ted Henry for strike 1. Gone to the 6th inning at Houston. Cubs leading 3-1. Giants are winning at Colorado. Travis fouled that one off of Ted Henry. It staggered the veteran umpire.
Yeah, right off the top of the mask. Wow.
2 strikes on Fryman. Got him. Indians get 1, but still trail by 1.
People are waking up to a new kind of electric company. One that's large enough and strong enough to freeze base rates today, then reduce them 20% by 2006. Provide better service and faster power restoration, and even more support for businesses and schools. It's a new kind of company, a First Energy company. But it's also the same company you've relied on for years.
Our energy is working for you.
Catch all the football action with Circuit City and DirecTV. When you buy a digital satellite system and subscribe to 98 NFL Sunday Ticket and DirecTV Total Choice Platinum programming, you'll get an exclusive Circuit City $100 mail-in rebate. You'll also score 4 free months of Total Choice Platinum and 3 free programming certificates, a $300 value. DirecTV delivers NFL Sunday Ticket, and for just $159, you'll enjoy up to 13 games every Sunday. Now at Circuit City.
Your dog, your couch, your toaster, your shoes, your girl, your dinner, your souvenir, your lamp, your 7th grade teacher, your 7th grade fantasy, your soccer ball, your shower curtain, your TV, your sacks, your paperweight, your goldfish, your job, your sunglasses, your relationship, your kid's sister, your trash, your life, your car. The Honda Civic. It has you written all over it. Now get 3.9% APR for 36 months or 4.9% APR for 48 months.
Well, let's take a look at the scoreboard around baseball on this final day of the regular season. Did somebody say McDonald's? Boston leading Baltimore 6-3 in the 8th inning. Toronto in a snappy 1 hour and 45 minutes beat Detroit 2-1. New York over Tampa Bay 8-3 in the 7th inning. The White Sox leading Kansas City 5-3 in the 5th inning. No score. Anaheim and Oakland, and Texas and Seattle getting underway later on. National League Florida leading Philadelphia 6-5, or beat them in the first game, and leading 2-0 in game 2 in the 4th inning. Atlanta 7-2 over the Mets in the 9th. Cincinnati 4-1 over the Pirates, a final. Montreal and St. Louis 3-3 in the 7th. Mark McGuire with number 69. Cubbies 3 and Houston 1 in the 6th inning. San Francisco 3, Colorado nothing. That game in the 4th inning, and that could set up a playoff tomorrow for the National League wild card in Chicago if both of those teams win here today.
Ted Henry still walking off that shot to the mask between innings. Javier Valentin 0 for 2. Facing Chad Ojay, who comes on to work the 7th inning for the Tribe. 2 strikes on Valentin. Chad's numbers on the year, majority of that time coming as a starter.
9 starts. This would be his 10th relief appearance.
Chad starting to find a little rhythm, Mike. He has pitched better the last couple of weeks and vying for one of those spots at the front end of the bullpen for the postseason. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Well, I think, Jack, if you see him here today, there's a pretty good chance that he's going to be in it.
Probably have Steve Reed, Chad Ojay, and Dave Burba as the front guys in the pen.
You know, you could have talked to Mike Hargrove for a half hour today. That's one thing that we didn't get into, the number, whether it's going to be 10 or 11 in the first round here. They can change as it goes along.
Valentin pops this one up. Richie Sexson has it for out number 1.
But I think the big thing, as Mike said today, you get an inning on Friday from Steve Reed. You got another inning today. Mike Jackson said he's thrown as well. It felt like he threw as well yesterday as he has in a while. So those 2 guys are important.
Mets are down to their final out in Atlanta, trailing 7-2. And perhaps the end of their season with the way things are going for the Cubs and the Giants. Well, it is, because they had to win today. Latham can't find a changeup. 1-1.
43, Doug Jones, and number 62, Jim Poole.
Way inside, 2-1. Well, let's see. If you had the four starters.
Interesting here. I'm just doing it.
Merva, OJ would be 6. Reed would be 7. Shuey be 8. Jackson 9. And then Poole and Ossenmacher, the two left-handers.
Yeah, that's 11. So we shall see.
Of course, you've got Doug Jones as a possibility as well. Pop-up foul ground. Diaz calls off Manto and makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, it definitely becomes a numbers game, no question about it.
Nixon struck out a couple of times against Bartolo Colon. Drag bunt, and he's going to be on. Richie Sexton throwing the ball away, and Nixon will go to second. Richie never should have even thrown the ball. Once Chad O.J. couldn't get to the ball, there's no way Chad's going to beat Nixon to the bag. So you take the hit, and Sexton compounded the problem by throwing it.
Actually, he should, though, Jack. He should go right to the bag because Richie Sexton is fielding the ball. He can't look at the runner. He's got to come up and throw. That's all he can do, and Chad O.J.'s got to be to the bag. You know, a pitcher should be able to go 45 feet by the time a runner goes 90. And O.J. just made the mistake of not go. He kind of froze over there.
In St. Louis with 2 on, Mark McGwire has hit number 70.
70. Wow.
5 RBIs on the day and 2 more homers. Hocking bounces it to Wilson, so no damage done with the bunt. Will go to the 8th inning. 3-2. Twins.
The 24-ounce bottle from Pepsi. It's perfect for a lot of little thirsts. Or one great big thirst.
Uh-oh, not again. Hey, Shaq, thanks a lot.
Sorry.
The 24-ounce six-pack, only from Pepsi.
A lot of folks in Johnson City, Tennessee will tell you when you need a part for your car, go to AutoZone. The parts are top quality, the prices are low, and the people are helpful, like Gary Jennings. You see, when it comes to auto parts, folks will tell you Gary really knows his stuff. Oh, sure, they know there are other parts stores in town, but when it comes to getting the right part, the right price, and good advice from folks like Gary, there's just no place better than AutoZone.
Channel 43 is proud to be a sponsor of the 1998 American Heart Walk. We're counting on you and your 2 feet to help us battle America's #1 killer. Join us October 4th at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the American Heart Walk. Sign up today. Only you can make a difference. Call 216-791-7500 for a complete entry form.
Now that their romance is over, has Dion lost Murray forever?
Okay, now you're scaring me.
Clueless.
Ooh, tonight at 8:30 on Channel 43.
So it's fall, and you're thinking about getting a new car, a new Buick. Well, your timing is perfect. The new Buicks. Real power, real comfort, real style, and the best incentives of the year. Isn't it time for a real car? Yes, now's the time at your local Buick dealer.
Let's go back to St. Louis. Mark McGwire at the plate.
First and third, 2 out. Number 70! How much more can you give us, Big Mac? Number 70!
Unbelievable.
What can you say?
What a screamer that was. First pitch by Mike Tremblay. Spins Richie Sexson away here. Tribe down a run as we go to the 8th inning. What a year it's been for baseball.
Well, and that man has had so much to do with it. He and Sammy Sosa, wild card races.
Richie doubled his last time up. Can't find a breaking ball. 1-2. Check. Yes, he did. 2-2. Two home runs yesterday, 2 home runs today for McGuire, 5 RBIs today for Big Mac. He wanted a round number, partner. He gave it to you, huh? Full count on Sexson.
You know, I don't know how many times that people have talked about it, and after he hit 62, I kept saying he may hit 70. Didn't think that he would, but he said he may. Relax and just go to the plate.
Got him. Sexson goes down on strikes for the 3rd time this afternoon as Tremblay gets the first out here in the Indians' 8th.
Second strikeout and that good split-fingered pitch from Mike Tremblay.
They like their 2 setup men, Guardado and Tremblay. The question is how much gas remains in the tank for Rick Aguilera. He signed a contract extension, so he will be back next year as the Twins closer. Mark Whitten has doubled and scored this afternoon. Tremblay ahead, 2 strikes. Two pitch and got him. He just went a little bit wider with the next one, and it's a pair of strikeouts for Tremblay here in the 8th. He came on and got Enrique Wilson and Travis Fryman in the 7th inning, and a pair of strikeouts here in the 8th. Indians had scored a run in the 7th and had 2 men in scoring position, but could get no more. Two outs for Alex Ramirez playing right field this afternoon. Breaking ball, strike 1. Tremblay pounding the strike zone. Another breaking ball, strike 2.
Boy, he's thrown 3 good pitches here this afternoon. He struck out 3 in a row, and he's used the slider against Travis Fryman and then 2 good split fingers on Sexson and Whitten.
0-2 to Ramirez. And got him. Struck out the side. 3-2 Twins in the 8th.
Go get help, boy. Hurry.
Those folks up the road have a good car insurance agent, and they told their neighbors. These folks told their neighbors that same agent was good for life and health insurance, too. And this family recommended the same agent to insure their neighbor's home. Why do so many people end up buying all their insurance from a State Farm agent? Ask a neighbor.
State Farm is there.
In Lyndhurst, see Don Lear. In Independence, see Ben Van Cure. In Lorraine, see Marcy Barrett.
Today's the day I find us a cell phone. I'm going in there, and I'm not coming out till I find us the best deal.
He knows Ameritech always has the best deals, so why waste valuable time?
Any luck?
No, but I'll crack this no matter how many Sundays it takes.
It's Ameritech's Talk Free deal. Get free local calling on nights and weekends for 18 months. From Ameritech.
You have to dig deep to find the source of Intrepid's solid feel. Reinforced door openings, strategically placed steel beams, and an isolated suspension cradle all contribute to Intrepid's supple ride. Take away that sturdy foundation and you have, well, nothing. Dodge Intrepid. We're changing everything. Again. Lease Dodge Intrepid now for just $269 a month.
What a job Mike Tremblay has done here setting up. It's like Aguilera will work the ninth. He's throwing down there, but Tremblay struck out all four batters he has faced. In the bottom of the eighth inning, Jim Poole will make his 12th appearance. 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. The hand is for Paul Molitor, who has come out on deck. They did a tribute to Paulie in between innings. Showed some of his pictures from his youth growing up here in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. Went to the University of Minnesota.
First, Matt Lawton will bat, and Matt fouls it away. Lawton knocked in the 3 Twins runs in the 3rd inning. Paul Shuey and Doug Jones look to be the pair out in the Indians bullpen right now, or is that Steve Carsey? Shuey and Jones. On 1 to Lawton. 2 balls and a strike. Indians right-handers. By a pitch as Jim Poole trying to work inside. Leadoff man aboard here in the Twins' 8th. Mike Hargrove will come to the mound. They've announced Paul Molitor, but he's going to have to wait because Mike Hargrove is going to bring Doug Jones into the ball game. Leadoff man aboard here in the Twins' 8th with the Tribe trailing 3-2. We'll be right back.
Chevrolet would like to bring you this special announcement.
New Chevy cars and trucks are heading your way.
Right now, your local Chevy dealer is offering great deals.
During the Chevy model year clearance, with deals on the cars more Americans trust. Chevrolet. Get .9 or $750 back on Lumina. .9 or $1,000 back on Cavalier Coupe. Now get .9 or $1,000 back on Malibu. And .9 or $2,000 back on Camaro. Time's running out on great 98 model deals during the Chevy model year clearance.
Hurry. These deals end September 30th at your Chevy Network dealer.
Well, good luck. I hope you win. You look fabulous. Hello. And what were you in?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, a small independent.
It's a big chain, actually.
And what were your rolls?
I ordered the combo, and she scratched the ticket.
Well, I hope you win.
We already did.
Good luck.
Order any combo and play the Dunkin' Donuts Blockbuster game. You could win a trip to the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards in Hollywood, or millions of other great prizes. Dunkin' Donuts. Come in now and play.
You look beautiful.
The courthouse can be a lonely and confusing place
where important decisions are made involving accident and malpractice victims. If you've been injured, call me at 696-LAWS. We'll be here to fight for you.
Tim Taylor presents Home Sweet Home. There's no place like home. Home Sweet Home Improvement.
Weeknights at 6 on Channel 43.
Well, Jim Poole hits Matt Lawton here. They wanted to go inside, but he missed way inside with the fastball. And Doug Jones will come on to face Paul Molitor. They were teammates back in 1982 in Milwaukee, Jonesy and Paul Molitor. Both guys have been around, and standing O from the Indians bench. Too bad more folks couldn't be here today. Only 14,000.
Paul stepped back and removed his helmet and thanked the crowd. Flares it over the head of Branson for a base hit. Jeff Branson has come into the ball game, and Enrique Wilson has moved to short. So Paul Molitor with his second hit of the afternoon and what might be his final at bat. With that aside, the Indians trying to figure out a way to stop the Twins here and keep it a one-run ball game. So Branson goes in Vizquel's spot in the lineup. Todd Walker sizzles one into the seats. Like everybody's okay. It's what Jonesy has done in his previous work with the Tribe. Two on, nobody out in the Twins' eighth. Walker fouls this one down near the Twins' bullpen.
Well, both Molitor and Walker appeared to be sitting on the changeup, and they both got jammed. Molitor got enough of it to loop it over second base for a base hit.
Some of the fans trying to get the chant of one more year going. Walker to right field for a base hit. Lawton is going to be waved around, and he will score. The runners move up. On the throw, 4-2 Twins as Todd Walker delivers again. Alex Ramirez missed the cutoff man, and then Enar Diaz threw to third when Walker probably would have stayed at first base.
Actually, it looked like Sexton let it go through. Went down and got a changeup, low inside changeup. And here comes the throw from Alex Ramirez. Right there, Sexton let it go. Thought they might have had a play at the plate. And actually, I think he might have had a chance at the back guy.
That's what I was thinking.
Walker going to second.
Now Ron Coomer has a chance to really open up the Twins' advantage. A hit batsman and a couple of hits have produced a run. Still nobody out. The right field, Ramirez going back. He'll have room to make the catch, but another run will score. Now did they say he dropped the ball? First base umpire Larry Young said he never caught the ball. It looked like he dropped it on the exchange. Larry Young saying otherwise.
He couldn't see it. He had his back to the ball, or to Larry Young, the second base umpire. Drew Coble was the guy who could see whether Alex Ramirez had control. Larry Young can't make that call. There's no way that guy could see it. Right here, he's got it, transferring it.
Oh, man.
That's a terrible call. That's an awful call. Drew Coble, the second base umpire, is right there. Why did he? I mean, he's got a better shot at it than the first base umpire. That's an awful call.
He'll have to charge Alex Ramirez with an error.
Wow. However, that is another reason why you always cover the ball with your hand when it goes into the glove. If you do that, you eliminate that kind of problem.
I think in that situation they would still credit Coomer with the RBI because it was certainly deep enough if it was caught to be a sacrifice fly. Two Twins with the error, still nobody out here. 2 strikes to count on Brent Gates, and now they had 2 strikes on the board. That is strike 2 there. Bounced to Branson, and he drops the ball. Was going to try and go home and get Walker. Dropped it, then dropped it again when he tried to throw to first. Charge an error on Jeff Branson.
Just a routine play. He had it right in front of him. In fact, they had a double play, but he could have gone either way.
Well, and because of the missed call before, Mike, you can't think about the double play because you could go for the double play and get out of the inning. Instead, another run scores, and there still is nobody out. Strike to Javier Valentin.
Attention media. Apparently, the start this inning, Jeff Branson in the game at second, with Wilson moving to short. Branson at second, Wilson at short.
0-2 on Valentin. Had 2 strikes on Gates and made a pretty good pitch, but some shaky defense by the backup players here in the late going. To the 8th at the Astrodome. Cubs still leading 3-1. San Francisco making it perfectly clear what they want to do. They lead 7-0 in the 5th inning at Colorado. Blocked by Diaz. 1-2. Mets have lost, so they are eliminated. It'll either be a playoff game tomorrow with the Giants and the Cubs, or if one of them loses, the other one will be going to the postseason. And it affects the matchups, Mike. Valentin lines it to Branson. First out. It could have been out number 3 here in the 8th.
Well, if the Giants win it, let's see.
Another pitching change. Mike Hargrove will bring Paul Shuey on, so a little step away. 6-2 Twins as the Twinkies have made it tough on the Tribe this weekend.
At Mullinax Ford's 3 convenient locations, you can buy a brand new hot-selling Ford and get 0.9% financing plus a $1,000 rebate plus a huge Mullinax sellout discount. Buy a 98 Escort SE wagon with automatic air conditioning, stereo cassette, and more for just $13,500 and get 0.9% financing. But hurry, we only have 52 left at this price. You'll also find 98 Sporty ZX2s, sellout price from $10,500 to $14,000. 3 convenient locations to serve you at Mullinax Ford, where you get more dollars for your trade.
In Cleveland, see Valerie A. Anderson. In Parma, see Kim Smetana. In North Olmsted, see Dan Lloyd.
Pizza Hut presents the return of the $4 pizza deal. Call or stop by Pizza Hut now, and your first medium pizza is
Regular price.
and up to 4 more pizzas are each.
$4.
So how about a pepperoni pan pizza, a meat lover's pizza, and a thin supreme pizza?
Regular price, $4, $4.
The $4 pizza deal, back for a limited time only at participating Pizza Hut restaurants. Your first pizza is regular price, then up to 4 more, just $4 each. Call or stop by your neighborhood Pizza Hut and ask for the $4 pizza deal.
Back here at the Metrodome, where the Indians have self-destructed here in the 8th inning, a hit batter and 2 errors. And the Twins have scored 3 times. Still only 1 out with runners at first and second. Paul Shuey makes his 43rd appearance.
Paul took the loss the other night with the bases loaded walk on Friday in the 5-4 Twins win. Twins trying to make it 3 of 4 against the Indians this weekend. Chris Latham, he'd find that one. 2 strikes.
Jack, in this scenario, we were talking between innings here, between pitching changes. No matter the Cubs or the Giants, the wild card looks like it will play Atlanta. If the Mets had been in the scenario, then Atlanta could not have played the Mets. They're in the same division.
Latham is out of there. Strikeout for Shuey and out number 2.
And San Diego and Houston will square off in the first round. Good split-fingered pitch there by Paul Shuey.
Pretty good matchup, Kevin Brown and Randy Johnson in game 1. I believe Houston has the home field edge there, but what's it look like? You got the numbers.
Yep.
Good breaking ball by Paul Shuey to Otis Nixon for strike 1. 3 teams this year with more than 100 wins. Houston, the Yankees, and the Braves. Yankees, of course, with 114 with their victory today, if that's a final. Here there are 2 strikes on Otis Nixon. Foul at the plate. Yes, it is a final from New York. The Yankees winning over Tampa Bay 8-3. So the Yankees finished with 114. That's the most in American League history, but shy of the Major League record. Another 2-strike pitch, chopped foul. Yankees in Texas will open Tuesday night. I believe David Wells goes for New York. It'll either be Rick Helling or Aaron Seeley will get the call for the Rangers. Nixon fouls it again.
Well, in a year of 2 expansion teams and 3 teams winning over 100, only 1 team will lose 100. Last year's world's champions. You believe that?
And they needed to win, and they did this weekend against the Phillies to avoid losing 110.
Yep.
Way upstairs, 1-2. Marlins won game 1 of their doubleheader today and trailing in the second game. Bounce towards Jeff Branson. On to Sexton. Inning finally over, but the Twins expand their lead.
Today's the day. I'm feeling fine. Bought my ticket. I got winning on my mind. So count me in. I'll play along. I'll be a winner before too long. Gonna be lucky today. Yes, I feel lucky today. Do you feel lucky today? Lucky today. Lucky today.
Never thought I'd own a Lexus while my kids were still young. We have the quality and the style of a Lexus without any more money. Financing was fantastic.
You're getting a luxury car for the price of other new cars.
Until September 30th, get a certified pre-owned Lexus with 2.9% financing.
Something that I never thought I could afford, but there it is. Real life.
This was my first time financing a car, and I really got a good deal.
Owning a Lexus is closer than you think. Only at your Cleveland area Lexus dealer.
What if you find something? Will you know who to see? What to ask? How can you be sure you'll get the care you need? At Kaiser Permanente, doctors work together to surround you with care without interference from insurance administrators. Because if the moment ever does come, shouldn't you be in the hands of doctors? Kaiser Permanente, in the hands of doctors.
A couple of 3-run innings have been the difference here this afternoon for the Twins. So far, the Indians with 3 outs remaining. Joey Cora has come out on deck.
He's going to bat for Enar Diaz. Looks like Jacob Cruz is going to get a bat as well.
I know Mike Hargrove and his coaching staff met before the ball game today for about 20 minutes talking about the final playoff roster and to see what players will be there, what pitchers, whether they will go with 10 or 11 pitchers, that is. And that could be the difference between somebody who makes it or doesn't make it, a Doug Jones or a Chad O'Jay or a Steve Carsey.
Joey Cora had a couple of hits and a run batted in last night as he pinch hits here for Enar Diaz. Foul ball evens the count at 1-1. Tremblay, if he finishes this 9th inning, can get a save because he came on when the lead was less than 3 runs. Foul ball will be out of the reach of Brent Gates. 1-2. Can't hang on to it. Well, the Rockies are not going to go quietly. They have scored 3 times against Colorado. It's a 7-3 Giants lead now. As Larry Walker, trying to win the National League batting title, has a base hit and an RBI. Strike 3 called, says Ted Henry. And that's out number 1.
faced 5 batters and struck out 5 batters.
Right at the knees. Good pitch.
Fastball that stayed right there. I think Joey was thinking maybe it was going to be that split finger that would drop, and it didn't. It stayed right up at the knees.
Jacob Cruz, one of the players acquired in the trade with the Giants, will get an at-bat here. And it's in there for a strike.
Watched him take batting practice yesterday, Jack, after he arrived. He great numbers down at AAA with Buffalo. A little bit of an uppercut stroke. Good power.
Off the plate, 1-1. Had good numbers in the Giants organization before the trade. He has made a couple of brief appearances with San Francisco, but still considered a rookie. Strike 2. Mike Tremblay's thrown 22 pitches, 5 balls and 17 strikes, and has not allowed the Indians to put the ball safely in play yet. Missed with the off-speed breaking ball. 2-2. Tremblay again, and has another strikeout. Six straight strikeouts.
Another split-fingered pitch that is just perfect. I mean, it's at the knees on the outside corner and goes off the plate.
Down to the final out for the Tribe of the regular season. Brian Giles outside for ball 1. High water mark in strikeouts on the year for Tremblay with the 6 straight. And it's 1-1. And it's 2 shy. He struck out 8 in a ball game a couple of years ago when he made some starts. One strikeout away from 7 in a row.
Boy, he has got nasty stuff today. The Indians are helping him a little bit. A couple of those pitches, balls, but wow. They're swinging at him.
1-2. To left field, Latham. Diving grab to end the ball game. The Twins win the finale, 6-2. We'll be right back.
What's you got in mind for me now? Ow! Whoa! Take it easy there. Yes, if a stain is going to come off this paint, keep scrubbing, lady. Keep scrubbing.
Only your Sherwin-Williams store has a truly washable flat latex. Sherwin-Williams EverClean.
Now that's smooth, baby. Yeah.
When only the best will do. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
The funny thing about going it alone in business is that you can't really go it alone. You set your own goals. You make your own plans. But along the way, you'll need a partner like National City. We have the loans, credit lines, investments, and advice to fuel your dreams and to take you where you always wanted to go. National City. Follow your own lead.
Fortunately, when you buy a Honda certified used car, you know what you're getting. Because to be certified, first it must pass a 150-point inspection. Then it's backed by one of the strongest warranties in the industry. Now get 5.9% APR financing on all 95 to 98 Honda certified used Accords.
Dear Dave, you know what I do all day? Drive to basketball practice, piano lessons, and ballet. And that's just Monday. So we love your super value menu. We stop when we get a minute for Biggie Fries, a Junior Cheeseburger Deluxe, and Caesar side salad. And I know beforehand what it costs because everything's 99 cents each. Dave, please keep Wendy's super value menu because soon you'll have another customer. Your friend, Lori.
Dear Lori, thanks. If you haven't thought of names, Dave's a nice one.
Go get help, boy. Hurry.
Good dog. Had a little disagreement with my friend Jim about Scotty.
16.
It's 17.
16.
He said 16, and he can prove it right now with three-way calling from Ameritech. Right in the middle of our conversation, he goes click, dial, click, and I hear.
Scotty, would you mind telling me your shoe size?
My shoe size? 16. So I say, no fair. He says, sure it is. Everybody's got three-way calling on their line already. No, it is unfair that you are friends with Mr. 8-time All-Star.
What's 6 then?
It's 8.
No, 6.
8.
6.
8.
Three-way calling from Ameritech. Just click, dial, click.
Cleveland Indians baseball was brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. We're winning Ohio over. Sherwin-Williams, when only the best will do. Ask Sherwin-Williams. By Ameritech Cellular Services. Ameritech. In a world of technology, people make the difference. By McDonald's. Did somebody say McDonald's? Your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. By Continental Airlines. More airline for your money. By Pepsi. Generation Next. By AutoZone. The best parts in auto parts. And by Dodge. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Drive loses the finale. Eric Milton the win. Bartolo Colon the loss. Mike Tremblay gets the save. The Indians go 2-6 down the stretch, Mike, but I think their intent was to stay healthy. Let's hope that pays off next week.
Yeah, let's hope it pays off, and let's hope they can kick it in gear once playoff time comes on Tuesday. As you said, Mike Hargrove told us before the ball game he wanted to make sure the guys are rested and ready come Tuesday. They did not play well today. The Twins maybe a little extra incentive, figuring that it might be Paul Molitor's last appearance. He went 2 for 3 this afternoon, but the regular season is over and a new season begins on Tuesday.
And in that game on Tuesday, the Tribe will hope to do well against the Red Sox and move along in postseason. Here's our Circuit City player of the game, brought to you by Circuit City. Answers in every department, low prices all over the store, and we're going to give it to the entire Indians Ball Club for another season in which the Tribe goes to the postseason. 4 straight times Central Division champions. The Indians are Circuit City players of the game. Tomorrow, make it, first of all, tonight at 11, don't forget to see Tribe 98 playoff preview as we look back on the season and look forward to the game Tuesday. And the game will be on Tuesday here on Channel 43. And don't forget, we'll have Inside the Tribe at 12:30. Coming up next here on 43, Hercules Xena, Pensacola Wings of Gold. For our producer-director, Pat Murray, my partner, Mike Keegan, and our crew here in Minnesota, Jack Corrigan saying thanks for a great year. Let's hope for a good postseason for the Tribe.